Alright, you guys, welcome to the stream. Vote on this poll while the intro plays. So I know which one to do. We'll probably do the post eviction. That probably makes the most sense. But yeah, the vote on it while this plays.
My name is Heather Coco Senza Coco Chanel YSL Mrs. Smith. Where is Dylan? Inmate Y12173. Putting on makeup, ticket stack. Says she's working, never that. Working is just not my jam. Rainbow mom with a master plan. Cadillac CTS, she blew up. Says it's stolen, sold for bucks. Team had to go crazy in her eyes. Calls a gang stalking nationwide. Tesla glare, headlights blink. Come in me, plate stalking is what she thinks. United States of Illinois. Crazy making curated lies. Stealing all of my stuff, spies. Fake eviction notice, surprise. United States of Illinois. Remo mom, cyborg mind, nefarious. The voice is amplified.
Shout out to Alyssa and her mom.
Twins gone fast, text the boss. Sent the pic, that job was lost. Pregnant again in Chicago snow. Tinted Belmont toilet, no. I'm being tech box, can't you see? Held in a tent, conspiracy. Yacht club power extension cord. Hair dryer heat, fuck the law. They stole my kid. She screams online. A newborn in a tent. She's out of her mind. United States of Illinois. Healthcare expert beyond compare. Turkey mini loaf aroma in the air. They won't let me talk to my kids, unfair. United States of Illinois. Butter filters and ear tube mic noise. Look alive, investors hear my voice. Make it make sense, paranoid. Savior making faces at the cam. Gold pumps on, thinks he's glam. Eyebrows gone, that smile's a shame. Tight pants cutting off blood to the brain. Dresses like a lady, struts real proud. Thinks it's sweet made weed legal, what a clown. Doppelganger X, which one's real? Savior's got a button, what's the deal? What is going on in his head?
Shout out to Dolly Parton.
¿Cómo es en este pinche mundo que una mujer está llorando, gritando, llamando a la pinche policía y nunca vienen? Pero cuando está raining outside, tengo mucho frío, no tengo fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. Arrested, screaming, losing her shit. Don't take my mom, bracelets legit. Botox attack, half her face. They broke in and injected meat case. Pooping in her toilet again. Files police reports to the end. Feed lot the kids' names scrambled tight. None of them mean shit, she's not too bright. Says they remotely make her piss in her car. Excuse me, miss. United States of Illinois. I wanna file charges on everybody. Where are my sponsors? Somebody. United States of Illinois. Pancakes and duster. It's a turn up.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like the post eviction wins, which makes sense. That makes sense. But I see her evicted, or what happened after the eviction. It's some pretty crazy stuff. So first off, shout out to Local Coco. She uploaded the police scanners. I don't know what's in the recycle bin, but let's get rid of that. She uploaded the police scanners. Are these them? I just have it as untitled. I put them all together so we could hear. She was calling the police. She was like, people are assaulting my husband in the alley. And they're like, this woman's trying to move. They got evicted today. Ba-da. So we'll start off with that. And then we'll go into the live that she did after, which was like 4 hours. And then she did another live that was an hour, almost 2 hours again. Don't know if we're going to get through it all. We'll get through as much as we can. And then tomorrow we'll wrap up whatever we didn't get through and start from the beginning of the week, which will be fantastic. But this is what started it all.
Breaking
The
news,
eviction.
my hubby, who does not enjoy the Heather drama, just texted me. Just saw Heather and Xavier on their street packing up the car. She was screaming at him to pack furniture on top of the car while she was just standing there. He was in a little black dress struggling while she was screaming for him to go faster. And then she also said, now to be fair, this doesn't necessarily mean that they're 100% out, but they are moving their stuff out.
Yeah, see, I think it was the day before, or maybe 2 days before, people were like, oh, she's definitely out, because, what did she say? Oh, because she was microwaving her food. But she hasn't had power in forever, so I just thought she doesn't have power still. But this was telling, and she had the couch on the roof of her car. You guys will see.
Tiny car can't fit an apartment full of luxury goods, aka stolen junk. So it's possible that they are starting to empty stuff before said eviction. Either way, they are taking stuff out. And then somebody sent me this. Whoever originally found the post is amazing. I did go back in and get the audio of the police scanner.
Unison 24 to see was in assault in progress, 1055 West Granville in the alley, coming over as a dude. Carl said she's moving her items out of her home, and there are several individuals walking up to her husband and threatening him, telling them they need to move out of the alley. Offenders are 2 male Hispanics, unknown description.
You gotta move out of the valley, Xavier. Get out of here.
Carl will be waiting in Nissan Sentra, 24th District Zone 11. I got a disturbance. 1055 West Granville in the lobby. Female white and a male black came into her apartment, took her keys and her laptop. Caller refuses to answer questions. Hung up, said she has to be at work in an hour.
So do you think that was the landlord just trying to get the keys to the building back? I don't know what the laptop has to do, but she's just going on about, it's just like the time that they stole my laptop, and the operator is very busy, so they're just like, notes down, stolen laptop as well. The fuck it, what was the laptop have to do with anything?
Then I guess she called back. Someone's holding her parking from her, would not give any more information. 432, you got a code for Granville?
Oh, 433, we're still having so much fun up here on the second floor. You're going to have to give us some more time.
Okay, just checking on you.
2007 is clear.
10-4. 2071.
Well, we don't see anyone. No one's leaving us down. If we can get a call back.
10-4, standby. 2071.
2071.
On the call back, the female was rambling. I'll take a code.
94.
See what?
It reminds me of the days where she was calling the cops on the hospital for stealing her kid when it was in the NCIU.
Thanks for beans.
And
You're up in my broadcast throwing me beans?
At Kylie Mikey is a good little angel and donated $13.85. Whoop whoop, I made it to Feral Friday.
You did, Kylie. I'm glad you made it. Thank you for the 20.
Assault in progress, 1055 West Granville in the alley, coming over as a dude. Carl said she's moving her items out of her home, and there are several individuals walking up to her husband and threatening him, telling them they need to move out of the alley. Offenders are 2 male Hispanics.
So that was the scanner calls. So then after that, I don't need those. This is what happened. What do we got? 4.0. Okay, so Holly, I think actually got the beginning, most of the beginning, but mine was like freezing and glitching in and out. But Miss Holly Clips got the first like 11 minutes, and then I got the rest from Local Coco. And then I think I was able to download the other ones. But you know what? I don't know for sure, but this is what happened after the eviction.
Good morning, you guys. So, just for the record, they started with the hostile takeovers of Xavier again, where they force him to behave in ways that are completely out of character. OTL, they promised me that
Anthony, thank you for the park bus.
None of this would be permitted anymore. This is against the constitutional guidelines for this country, and just basic morals and values and ethics. But here we are. And then I have been dealing with some other things that I can't really put into.
It freezes like this a bit at the beginning, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It gets fine.
Any sort of understanding that makes sense as far as normal people understand things. So basically, they began.
Dude, James is still going. He's still going. I'm recording him, but he can fuck off. James can fuck off all day. He went all day today. I gotta do a whole bunch of Steve Soroka stuff after this. I was thinking about having a Mai Tai to celebrate Heather Gillespie's eviction. I can't because I gotta deal with stupid ass fucking James after this.
These lines of questioning, and if I don't answer, they say a bunch of bullshit. It's all mostly lies. Mind you, I haven't been saying swear words, and I've been specifically saying non-predatory environments only.
Well, she has been saying non-predatory environments only, but she's been swearing.
However, randomly, I clearly have met saturation point, and I'm sorry, I'm sitting here because Xavier is bringing some things to his father's home, and it's taking a really, really long time, and
it takes Xavier a long time to do anything because he learned it from you, because you take a very long time to do anything. Chris, thank you for the flower.
It's just taking a really long time. And
I
have a lot of things to do. A lot of things.
Oh no.
But they start these random lines of questioning, and if I don't answer, then they just say blatant, deceptive, just really intentionally harmful and painful lies. And if I do respond, there's like an opposite but equal force to be angry that the truth was given. So either they're angry about the lies that the deceptive slanderers are sharing, or
I am a member of the United States of American citizenship, a natural born citizen of this country. I have rights. You cannot hold me in my apartment. You cannot me. You cannot steal from me. What the fuck? We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility.
At Patty Cat Bebop super chatted $2.07. Shout out to Heather's Blinker.
It's a whole character in the show now. It's always there.
They're angry that
she knows that blinker better than her kids.
Told the truth about the lies.
Thank you for the 3, Patty.
Those deceptive slanderers are sharing. So that's been the last little while.
Thank you for the air travel, Betty Davis says. I haven't seen this one yet. That's fancy.
And I'm very frustrated, to say the least. They've been promising for a very long time, that I would not be subjected to this anymore, and that this would not be used anymore, that I would not be harmed or antagonized or provoked or fill in the blank, but here we are. And just so everyone knows, I don't have any criminal record, and I have 4 biological children.
Oh yeah, she does have a criminal record. I'm going to get, we'll get the criminal record next stream, maybe. I should. I said that last stream. But we're going to be streaming tomorrow. The BCG Instagram account is also on public now, I think. And it is, the criminal record is on there if you guys want to check it out. I think the last time I told you to check it out on Instagram, it might have been on private, but I know it's on public now.
So my time should most
Unless I'm
certainly
crazy.
be spent doing that, with regards to providing for my children.
We just have too much to get through tonight, or else I would grab it.
My family and my future.
Thank you for the gold coin, Shiba.
And reaching my goals and pursuit of happiness. And the constitutional preamble, I sang it many times here on My Lives.
Yes, you have. Don't sing it again. I don't even remember if she does sing it. I don't want to hear it though. Go sub to DJ Alien Hippie as well. DJ Alien Hippie Local Coco. I put Holly Clip's channel in the description too, because I grabbed the first 11 minutes from her.
And as a reminder, I'm not joking. This is actually, going on. So it's very, very concerning. And, I guess some people think that it's funny or entertaining, but it literally...
It's like, if it's not interesting, because you've actually, the words coming out of your mouth are insane, it is pretty... It might be entertaining to people, yeah, because who talks like this? It's crazy, bizarre root. And damn, Amanda, thank you for the poutine and the flowers.
Causes me to sit around thinking about whether I have the tenacity / desire to continue living at times.
Don't talk like that, Heather. Trigger warning. If you or a loved one need help, it's 988? 988? 998?
And I've come up with a very clear...
Try them both.
Practical, very easy to implement solution.
Okay, I heard it when it wasn't happening. I can't remember what I was doing. I was on stream though, and I was like, oh my god, I hear the clicking.
Who the fuck is exploiting us? Need help, help us. Okay. I keep a Glock on me, motherfucker.
At Theham super chatted $4.99.
Thank you, Jax. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate you.
All.
Yeah, we'll fast forward through Pretty Little Baby singing and all the silent parts, obviously. We don't need to watch her sit in silence.
And that solution is that, now if you know anything about AI, you're aware that you can create a video simply by using your words and asking a third-party application-based software, make me a video of a woman combing her hair at the window with a beautiful landscape in the background that you can only see through the window, make her house look middle-class suburban, allow there to be 2 children running through the background, and you can literally speak these things into these AI application-based softwares, and you can have a video of this instantly. Instantly. Now, with that being said, with regards to all of the questioning and slander and all of this, I have reached out multiple times to the software-based application development team because my phone...
The people who make AI, you're hitting up the developers of AI and saying what? What are we saying to them? Why is your fucking shit not lying about David Shepard for me? Anthony, thank you for, what is that, a power potion? That's some fancy shit. And Kylie, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Welcome, good little angels.
Still, currently, to date, I think we're going into month, I want to say 3.
And Loco Coco. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for gifting memberships. Holly Clips. Hey, no, thank you for uploading. I've been telling them to, if me or Loco Coco don't grab it, to check out your channel, because it seems like you have a lot of stuff usually when I miss it.
Or 2.
So I appreciate you.
Of not being permitted access to application downloads. But I have reached out formally to a team of software application-based developers and asked them specifically to assist me in either accessing this software so that I can do it on my own, or building me a specific application-based software that will provide logical, thoughtful, truthful answers to any and all deception or slander with regards to my life.
So an AI bot or apps designed specifically just to answer questions about Heather Gillespie and her life and correct the record. Set the record for the record. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. See, I missed this part. That's fucking goofy.
They're causing me to have to urinate. They are remotely, with robotics, making me have to use the restroom at inopportune times when it is almost impossible. They have remotely forced me to urinate on myself in my car, remotely.
At Theham super chatted $1.99. Why does Ashley call me the Ha?
Does she? I was listening and then I was reading and then I didn't listen to the name because I read the names. I don't know. Ashley, why do you call him the Ha? It's the maybe because she's like, maybe she thinks it's like Jesus, like Jesus. I put it in the description of the video. So if you guys go to the description of the video, Loco Coco, DJ Alien, and Miss Holly Clips are in there.
Now, in the big picture of things, I haven't been the topic of as much controversy as most. I'm not an A-list celebrity. You know, I'm not...
Damn it, I thought she was.
One who has traveled all 50 states and gone to every country. Far from it. So you would think, right, that it would not be that difficult at all to take my life story as I've written it.
Pieces of shit are saying fucking pieces of shit.
Feeling better now that you destroyed my time? Should I just stand here like this? Would that make you feel better?
Save that shit for Dr. Gable, you fucking bitches.
At Velvet D3360 super chatted $1.99. Come on, Ashley, time for work.
Thank you,
Green.
Velvet. Thank you for the 2. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh, how? No, it's YouTube is weird. Let me show you. So Jared said Jack equals how, but if I highlight it, it just goes how equals how. Cause life is broken.
Hey, listen.
Xavier and I, moving forward, will only be taking training advice from Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. I need Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Come on down.
Come on down.
Here's the handoff.
At Kylie Mikey super chatted $3.46.
Thank you, Kylie. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate you.
Program a bot to comb the internet for these slanderous narratives and simply give response. If
You just gotta hunt down slanderous narratives and give response to all of them. So like all the comment section of all of our videos and stuff and the live chats, this bot would be overworked, dude. You give it way too much content.
They're causing me to have to urinate. They are remotely, with robotics, making me have to use the restroom at inopportune times when it is almost impossible. They have remotely forced me to urinate on myself in my car, remotely.
At Ryan Ambrose Q super chatted $19.99. Come on, Ashley. Spin that wheel, Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. Ryan, thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate you.
something is slanderous, they can simply reply, oh, actually, you are...
Heather is the best mom. She was born to be a mom. No other mother compares. That's what she wants us to do. Dylan Smith is the cause of everyone's problems. Why didn't Ashley do these ones? Ashley's breaking down like she did on Shark Tank. Hold on, I'll make her do it myself, I guess. Thank you, though, Jack. And thank you, Jared, for the 2s.
What you're describing to have taken place did not take place. What actually took place is ... right? And then I don't really need to suffer, you know, and be abused relentlessly or at all. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't really have any.
Stop right here for the ambulance. Everybody watching for this ambulance, we need to identify this ambulance. Clearly trying to intimidate. Ambulance. Flage, fake as fuck, Flage. 870107. Murder them. Ha ha ha!
At Sam Champion 1512 super chatted $1.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for the dollar. I was trying to fix these ones for Jax and Jared, but I gotta wait for that spinning heart to stop now.
To check out of life and just relax at home watching TV.
Okay, just relax at home watching TV. I thought she meant don't say that. Heather gets a little crazy. That's why I said trigger warning before. So if that's something you don't want to hear, maybe close your ears for a little parts. Uh-oh.
5'9"
They're causing me to have to
on my flat foot, which is the correct height to be a fashion model, not a fucking victim. No, that girl is probably 5'5" or 5'6" at best.
At Catfish Dog super chatted $2 for my car on the Dono train.
Thank you, Catfish Dog. I don't even what the fuck does that mean? That's one of my favorite ones too. That's not a correct height to be a victim. Blah, 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 blah. As soon as I pressed it, the other one came through. Jax. Don't worry, we'll get there.
The higher authority hasn't even been permitting media or music for quite some time. And I'm okay with that. I think I'm now completely...
So as a baby, I was a cyborg. Baby cyborg Heather.
The Jax MG super chatted $2. Ashley say the Jax.
So it did come through? Wow. When? How? Okay, well... I don't know if I did that or if it just did that itself. It's really weird.
Sensitized, and when I'm in quiet, I feel a lot better. I start getting really nervous when I start hearing like loud musics. And I think I discussed this before. I had addressed the topic that...
I'm calling my attorney, Ellen Sidney Wise, every single fucking day. Every fucking day. Every day.
At Kylie Mikey super chatted $3.46. Spin it, Ashley.
Thank you, Kylie. Thank you for the 5.
I
keep thinking I'm doing that by mistake.
You guys know, under some extortion and coercion and brainwashing from 2000 and approximately 15-16 to 2019. And I was so mentally just taken that I
am a member of the United States of American citizenship, a natural-born citizen of this country. I have rights. You cannot hold me in my apartment. You cannot me. You cannot steal from me. What the fuck? We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility.
At Sam Champion 1512 super chatted $1.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for the $1. I don't know why I thought it was going to be this other one here. I think Ashley's working again. She still missed one, though.
Singing songs to very popular songs, or singing song lyrics to very popular songs.
I have discussed numerous times directly with the higher power and the authority. At what point is the higher power planning to get involved and put a hard stop on all of this? Because I've never been the problem here, but there's definitely a problem.
At Dboz super chatted $2. Why does she bring out violent tendencies in me?
Don't be violent, Dboz. Thank you for the 2. She's not worth it. She's just a weird youth ball wasting gas all around Chicago.
Mainstream that you would hear on like B96 or 103.5 or, you know, YouTube or 107.5 or, you know, what have you, even 101.
Or what have you, or
0.9.
Even 101.9. The mix. All right, let's see if this will work. I think this should work.
They're causing me to have to urinate
They are remotely, with robotics, making me have to use the restroom at inopportune times when it is almost impossible. They have remotely forced me to urinate on myself in my car, remotely.
Jared super chatted $2. Point in case Steve. How we know who you are heart.
Thank you, Jared. Thank you for the 2. That was very delayed. I had to do Ashley's job for her there. I think we're good to go. Are we good to go, Ashley? I hope so.
Which is like the mix, you know, that's like work-friendly radio. And I would be listening.
Xavier, expedite the process. Xavier, hurry up! Hurry up! Here's Norman! Xavier!
At Rocky Ramirez 831
That'd
super
be
chatted
Xavier.
$4.99. Anyone get a picture of the couch on the car? So embarrassing.
Rocky, thank you for the 5. I did not see a picture of the couch on the car. Did you guys? Is it on like Reddit or something? I don't. I mean, like I skimmed through the Reddit recently. I think it was it today? I did a lot of James stuff today. It might have been yesterday. But if there's somewhere, I'll pull it up.
To these songs and singing them verbatim word.
This is me fucking making pie out of caca. And everybody loves it.
At Fehan super chatted $1.99. This is going to be a long one and I'm all in.
It is, yeah. Jax, thank you for the 2.
For word, while in real time, the predatory lyrics that these people were singing would be happening to me as the victim. Literally.
And she didn't put it together. She was like, oh, this is a cool song.
Kidding. And so I thought that the higher authority was doing me a solid in opening my eyes to this, but then they remix me into this demographic
Remixer?
that is still very much asleep to all of this predatory stuff. And once you're...
She probably did get a ticket. I forgot, like, the traffic cams and stuff. Yeah, she got a ticket. We'll be able to see it. That's gonna be funny. The Temu sofa.
Up.
I can't... They put it on wrong. Oh, yeah, the flags, too. They put it on wrong. I swear, they don't do anything right. Why would they put the couch on right?
Pretty much up, you know?
So as a baby, I was a cyborg. Baby cyborg Heather.
At Jared _based super chatted $2. Ashley hates me loudly crying my own FTR tech box.
I love you though, Jared. Don't worry. I'll make Ashley do her job if she doesn't. Not with my fist, just like with a stern talking to. Ashley, get the fuck, what are you doing, you know?
I'm having a very difficult, exhausting time. Painful, even, I would describe. You know, with this. Now, I would say it's fair to say that it has probably been maybe 2 years.
Is it inflatable? I thought her bed was inflatable, and I thought the couch was just like memory foam. Because remember, I don't know if you guys remember when she got it, but it came in like the zipper, and it was so poofed out that they couldn't unzip it. And they made a little short about it, saying like, I don't know how we're gonna get the couch out. And then one of the cushions or pillows mysteriously vanished. But if it's inflatable, that's even more silly. I think she just likes parading herself around as a victim. I think that's part of it, at least.
Of daily, what they've referred to as interrogatories. And I've had to respond in writing, as well as OTL, as I refer to it, on the line.
I thought OTL was on the low, on the down low or something, but it's on the line. What the fuck does that even mean? It's on the line.
Communication. And I have repeatedly told them I will write my life story for you.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. This is where we switch so we can see comments. What am I doing? Hold up. Hold me now. Hold me now. Whoa.
In communication. And I have repeatedly told them,
See, you got comments now.
I will write my life story for you. You don't have to ask me these questions daily or even weekly or monthly. I will write my entire truthful life story to you. And you can just create these bots. I will publish myself a website. Who doesn't know how to build a Squarespace or a Wix, right? Pretty simple. And rather than being given the opportunity and the grace and the respect to follow through on those things.
So I think that when I was sniping this and I was like reading things and making sure everything was good, so only half paying attention, I thought she meant for the courts. She just means for the AI bot.
Xavier and I, moving forward, will only be taking training advice from Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. I need Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Come on down. Here's the handoff.
At Ryan Ambrose Q super chatted $4.99. Ashley, you're getting a vacation in 2 weeks. I have 100% confidence you can hold on a few more days. Baby sign victory hand medium skin tone light blue heart ghost robot.
That was a robot. I was like, why does the jack-o'-lantern look like that? It's a robot. That's why. Thank you for the 5 rad.
They continue to mix me in with these demographics that clearly have
Remixing
big issues with me for the way I have been victimized. Not for my belief systems, not for what I do or don't do, but for the way that other people have harmed me while I was very naive and innocent. And
her eyes poking through here. I'll move that. Yeah, I'm going on vacation in whatchamacallit, from August 2nd to August 9th.
literally,
I'll probably be back before the 9th, but I'll be like house sitting. So I don't know how good the internet is there. I probably won't have my laptop. Maybe I will have my laptop. I mean, I can come here to get it and bring it over there. But I'll be cat and house sitting at some point in time. Anyways, I'll be a vacation, at least from the 2nd to some point in time.
not even understanding what was going on. So, yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Last night, I was dealing with an extensive amount of OTL communication and a very uncomfortable sleeping situation. I probably had...
So as a baby, I was a cyborg. Baby cyborg Heather.
At Tamichman 3910 super chatted $4.99. James and Heather, just like old times.
Just like old times. And we need them to get together. At least have a conversation. I think they would really hit it off. And then they would love each other. Thank you for the 5, Tammy.
3.5 minutes of sleep and about 4 hours, maybe 3, of rest where my body was just laying there. But OTL.
Like Eric Melvin. Did you sleep last night? I laid there. I stared at the ceiling because you do too much cocaine. Because he's a guitarist with no effects.
There were about 500 different conversations going on. And, you know, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to flip a switch and turn it off. Additionally, I would like to consistently be a part of a demographic of individuals that doesn't think it's cute or funny or entertaining to harass a woman about being sexually assaulted or to harass.
I don't see anybody doing that though. I don't see anybody thinking it's fun or harassing Heather Gillespie about being assaulted. I see them correcting the record about a whole bunch of lies. I see that.
Woman about individuals.
I'm just an innocent little flower, mother. I need help in an apartment. Get the fuck out of here.
harming her. I don't think that that's asking for too much. I'm fairly certain.
I don't want anyone hurting Heather Gillespie. I just don't want her terrorizing kids or Chicago. Yeah, no, I don't really want her terrorized. I was gonna be like, Chicago can handle it, but that's not fair to Chicago.
That
Malcolm in the Middle. Home Alone was in Chicago with the crazy pigeon lady. They don't deserve that.
Civilized, and if we take the root word of a civilization, civil, pretty easy word to understand now, you know. But if we're able to just identify those root words and come to an understanding that most people...
Well, that was New York. Well, I'm sure there's a crazy pigeon lady in Chicago somewhere too.
Are civil? I'm unclear as to how I keep ending up in the middle of demographics that clearly don't want me there and don't like me and take pleasure in causing me mental distress or anguish. I'm not...
Maybe I can just make a James and Heather action figures and have them go on dates together, or just get like two phones. Get this phone with James is still going, and then the Heather phone, and then they can have a baby, and it'd be fucking Xavier. Xavier could be the baby.
Understanding.
It's basically like a kid anyways.
Not the type of person who has any interest in being around anyone who does not like me at all. No interest at all whatsoever. Can you keep going, please? You're not. It's me, and I can put your things in the car so that...
Okay, so I guess I should set the scene. If Heather probably hasn't, there's a lot of chats coming through. So, Heather has the couch on top of her car, and Xavier is pushing a cart like they used to back in the day, a bellhop cart from a hotel with all of his stuff on it, I guess. He will not get into the car. Heather offers him to get into the car, and he won't do it. So he either has something Heather wouldn't want in the car, or my other theories were he doesn't want to be on live right now because they're getting evicted, and it's a really weird fucking time. Or he's trying to get away from her. He's like, I've had it with you, Heather Gillespie. I'm out of here. And she's just stalking him in the car. Either way, this must have been a scene, because she's just very slowly going down the road with her hazards on, couch on top, and Heather in a dress is pushing a cart full of crap. And they're yelling at each other. And he's drinking beer. I forgot about that. He keeps stopping to drink beer and smoke cigarettes.
You're not. It's facing me.
I don't know why she can't just drive to wherever, drop off the stuff, go do her DoorDash, meet up with Xavier later. Seems... Xavier's an adult. He can walk down the street.
Please. Please. It's like he's glitching out. Like he's like walking down the street with all this crap. It's literal crap. I don't know why he won't go through it. He won't put it in the car so that I could just transport it. He's insisting on walking it to the destination himself, and then just like glitching out, like walking.
Well, yeah, because she threatened Xavier's dad way back in the day with a knife when he was in the shower or something. Hers coming out of the shower. They like scared each other, and she got trespassed. She's not allowed there. But Xavier pops in to get money and stuff from him every now and then, or to take a poop. Like, I don't know what else they do there. But yeah, I could see her being afraid that they'll brainwash him. Xavier, just come home. You don't want to live on the street. You could see your kid again. And that might be really appealing to Xavier, especially at this point in life. I mean, he seems a little confused about everything.
The street, and then just, I turn around like, what's going on? He's just standing there like, frozen.
might be waiting for you.
Like right now, like I'm in my car. I ask him, please go ahead. I'm on a busy street. I have to drive very slow to stay in cadence with you. Please go ahead. He walks 10 feet and just stops.
I mean, she's following him.
Like, it wouldn't be a big deal if I had $1 million in the bank, or even like 2,000 in the bank, right? It'd be like, who cares? No big deal. I work day to day to pay the bills that I have due in the next day or two.
Like, I've said this a bunch of times through this saga, but she should have way more money saved. She hasn't had to pay rent in like 3 months. What did she do with all the money? Other than the obvious stuff that she said she's bought. But even then, I feel like that's a lot of money to waste.
I have been
Like an insane
eating
amount.
one meal.
She got declined
I
$4.
only burn matches when you take a giant number 2 and it smells in our very small environment.
How about when you take the number 2?
I do the same thing. Go on. But my number 2s don't smell because I eat only clean foods.
Burn matches.
And I drink 3 to 5 bottles of water each day. Go on.
At Jared_based super chatted $5. We need more trans X content. He needs an active channel that we can watch. Oh me, oh my, egg high heel, 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 egg
Like,
high heel, egg high heel,
JC.
egg high heel, egg
Like
high
Rev,
heel, egg high
JC.
heel, egg high 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 heel.
Egg high heel.
Best.
Thank you, Jared. I appreciate you.
Not the best quality meals. I'm exhausted. I miss my children. I miss my family members. I miss my husband.
I mean, your husband's there. You just don't like who he is.
This is me fucking making pie out of caca. And everybody loves it.
At Simpology 4U super chatted $1.99.
I
Thank you,
miss
Sympology.
having a
Whoa. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate you.
The system that was equitable. Having a
Rev
phone where
did a live tonight. We'll cover on B-sides. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of James to cover on B-sides for years to come. It looks like.
download whatever application I wanted.
Sorry. They won't let her download applications, you guys. Oh me, oh my.
I had such a normal life, before all of this. Such a normal, I wasn't rich, but I went to work Monday through Friday. I did a great job, healthcare administration. I was so excited, I got to come downtown Chicago. Oh my God. It's like the biggest thing, I was like, a grown up. Like,
what a concept, huh?
25.
I was like a grown up.
26, 27, 28 years old, waking up and coming downtown and uploading medical records into the EMR, helping the patients understand and guessing the prescription that the doctor would write and writing it before they'd have the chance and just having them sign off and being so proud of myself that I got it right,
So, remember, she was writing prescriptions before She wasn't writing prescriptions. She was guessing prescriptions. Whoop-de-doo. Miss AJ, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Welcome, good little angels. I seen earlier, and I forgot to say, get ficked. I did get your email. I forgot to respond. I will respond.
Who the fuck is exploiting us?
About the t-shirts,
We need
right?
help us. Okay. Yes. I keep a Glock on me, motherfucker.
Crap.
At Sympology 4U super chatted $1.99. Back to Orifice rental.
Orifice? I don't know what that is, but thank you for the 2. I appreciate you.
Rushing home so I could cook dinner for my children, do homework at the kitchen table, take a shower, go to bed, maybe watch a little TV.
Yeah, that was boring. You're like, I don't want to do this. I want to go on adventures with Dylan Smith and be a fucking degenerate.
Nothing like
I could be just like Marissa.
it's now. Nothing at all.
She peaked at birth. It was all downhill from there.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They have blatantly communicated that they do not have any desire to stop harming me until I kill myself or attempt to kill myself.
No, I don't condone that. I hope you guys don't condone that. I'm just going to assume you guys don't. Because you're little angels. And I've said this before that I don't condone it, and you guys were like, yeah, we don't either. So Heather's just playing victim.
Multiple times. They have publicly...
I'm the one who has a mental health problem. I have been calling my attorney, Ellen Sidney Wise, every single fucking day. Every day. Every day.
At DBoss super
Ellen.
chatted $2. It's Lady Boss. Happy Feral Friday. Why? All purple heart, purple heart, purple heart, purple heart, purple heart.
Oh, thank you. It's Lady Boss? Okay. It's it looks like a capital I. So I thought it was always ID Boss. But thank you, Lady Boss. Thank you for the 2.
shared that goal. What have I ever done to these people? Like, literally nothing. Day after
So you've probably done something to some people.
day after day.
Hey, listen.
What about the doggy
Matt?
stole?
I thought that was Matt Lucchina. Who knows Matt Lucchina?
Is that Norbert? Norbert! Oh, it's nice.
At Eggmuffin super chatted $4.99. As someone that does what Heather claims to have done. They don't even drug test, and I work for a major health conglomerate. Tears of joy, it's not prestigious.
Thank you, X McCuffin. Thank you for the 5. I haven't been drug tested ever at any job. I could be on crazy drugs wherever I've worked before. They wouldn't have known. I just say, I don't do drugs. And they say, will you do a drug test if we make you? And I say, sure. And then they're like, okay, you go and work, Steve. It's okay. So I've never had to do that.
And then they do these things that I discussed with you guys before.
I don't know who Matt Lucchina is. I looked him up. I looked up who Dr. Gable is. I don't know who Dr. Gable is. I don't know who Matt Lucchina is. I don't know Norbert, but that's just the first name. That could be anybody. Norbert could be anyone.
Call them hostile takeovers. I don't know what their technical name is, but
James is currently streaming a brick fucking wall.
I call them hostile takeovers. When they take over Xavier's personality or say something as me that I never said or that I don't think, and then they just make me subject to whatever consequences.
There's a condition. It's probably part of narcissism, but there's not being able to take accountability for anything. Even things that you say that you regret, you can't admit that you said them. It has to be this external force that's controlling you and making you say stuff. Can we get... Look at that face. Can we stop? Can we just stop, Heather Gillespie? Jesus jumping.
I don't have any way. This is my only way.
fucking miserable. Like, it's
It's raining.
miserable. And even when I force myself to just,
Oh my god, what happens when it rains in Chicago now and Heather's homeless? She'll be pissed.
like, pretend like I'm happy and ignore it all, like, that pisses them off even more sometimes, you know? Like, that makes them just do more stuff. I would never do this to anyone. I would never in my life take it upon myself to investigate someone and find out everything I could about their personal life and misrepresent it and lie by omission and tell a bunch of people lies about them. I would never do that.
Didn't lie about Dylan? Dylan Smooth. MAY12173. I don't know, I can understand double speed, I can't understand a 5 times speed, so... Trying to gauge this. It'd be nice if I had an audio graph. My editor didn't like these. They were too long. It was like, what are you trying to edit, Steve? And I'm like... The Lord of the Rings. And it said, no! That's not what we're doing here. And I said, ah! Bizarre. Bizarre Boot, thank you for the star.
I don't even know. And then we have like the most fucked up shit going on. Like, you see these bus houses?
She calls bus stops buzz houses. Buzz. That's a bus house. That's a bus house, guys.
They have one on like literally every corner, wherever the fuck we are. That, pardon my language, I try to keep it wholesome. I do not like saying swear words. So when you hear me saying swear words like this, it's not me. And also, I've had 1,000 milliliters of Revanesse, Juvederm, Restylane, Botox, etc. They put all of these fucking wrinkles on my face to not make other people feel self-conscious. What?
Why can't you just be wholesome about that imaginary weird cope? You'd be like, it's okay. You know, they're only doing it so other people feel better. I like when other people feel better. I have confidence from within, not because of my fucking face, but it's obviously the opposite. Even with a face like Heather Gillespie's, she's delusional. Christine, thank you for the chili. Size more droopy, you know. Was it yesterday? It was from the eviction day. Everything's a blur to me. I don't know what.
And I'm a nice person. So they don't want me to wear makeup here so that I don't make other people feel self-conscious. Oh, hey, yeah.
Listen. Let's stop right here for the ambulance. Everybody watching for this ambulance, we need to identify this ambulance. Clearly trying to intimidate. Ambulance. Flage, fake as fuck, Flage. 870107. Murder them. Ha ha ha!
At Cindy_Lou_102
French
super
murderous
chatted
other.
$10. Okay. Now that I haven't heard Ashley in a minute, thought I'd interrupt. Smiling face with open hands. Hello GLAs and Steve. Thank you for all you do, Loco Coco and Steve. Throwing
thank
kisses.
You, Cindy. Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you for the time.
All means while these people are tearing me down emotionally, day after day after day, causing me to, I don't know, feel like staring at paint.
I am a member of the United States of American citizenship, a natural-born citizen of this country. I have rights. You cannot hold me in my apartment. You cannot.
Oh, that's Cobes. Cobes is playing guitar for that. That's Cobes.
In order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility.
At Jared_based super chatted $5, trying to keep it kid-friendly while teaching the kiddos about the use of fillers. What an amazing mum, influencer, hateful spouse, professional.
It's very odd, Jared. Yes, thank you for the vibe.
Drying in peace would be better than any of this. Why don't
Go watch paint dry.
also
I have discussed numerous times directly with the higher power and the authority. At what point is the higher power planning to get involved and put a hard stop on all of this? Because I've never been the problem here, but there's definitely a problem.
At Kylie
Never the
Mikey
problem.
super chatted $1.39. Ambulance, 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 ambulance.
Thank you for the 2, Kylie.
not allow me to wear totally.
Yeah, she got cut. She's to say makeup. They won't let her wear makeup, and then she proceeds to put on makeup for like an hour.
Like, could you even imagine? Like, this is wild. This is absolutely just wild. And then they keep on strategically forcing me to go around this area where they were holding Xavier and I in the tent while I was pregnant with Weston. And
Do you mean the spot that you chose out yourself and stole their power all winter to run the hairdryer while your husband did fentanyl? Yeah.
fucking with me. Like, a lot.
They were holding me there.
Oh. What I'm gonna do? I don't think they care at all.
Just get a new tent. You good, Heather? You don't gotta be like this. Things don't gotta be like this.
What if it never gets better? What if they just keep doing this, you know? Forever.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's sad to see someone crying. But, what was she expecting? To just live for free forever in the place?
Like, you see me in pain because I need to go potty, and you're putting on a skirt. Like, what the fuck is going on? The real Xavier doesn't cross-dress. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I think there's a gay one, a straight one, a bisexual one, a heterosexual one, a married one, a single one, a doppelganger 2 or 3, literally.
At Simpology4U super chatted $9.99. Pass the nail polish remover. I can't find my duster.
Right? What's another crazy thing people do? Super glue? You want? Should we like fucking huff? Whiteout as well. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate you.
It's been so long. It's been like a long time.
Weren't kids huffing Glade plugins at one point? They go crazy. Huff and paint, yeah. That's one.
Hey, listen!
Pancakes are my favorite food. I love them so much.
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna have pancakes and smoked duster all day. Woo!
Woo! It's a turn up!
At Crazy Black Betty 87 super chatted $4.99. All that Botox including the nefarious units that made her face paralyzed and yet she still has wrinkles weary. It's the L'Oreal Foundation all over again, smiling face with tear.
It's true. It's true. Thank you, Black Betty. Thank you for the 5. It's funny because fucking crazy ass James, he's just a guy who's just like Heather. He said that they were changing his hair color and his hair. And it reminded me of Heather when she was like, they're cutting my hair and dyeing it without my permission. They're breaking in at night to do this. Okay. It's very nefarious, yeah.
Let me see what these pieces of shit are saying. Fucking pieces of shit.
Feeling better now that you destroyed my time? Should I just stand here like this? Will that make you feel better?
Save that shit for Dr. Gable, you fucking bitches.
At Eggs Muffin super chatted $4.99. And when you're ready to cry about it, take some medication. That'll dry you up real quick. Jimmy Jam from Today quote.
Is that a James quote from today? James is all a blur in my brain. I'm surprised I've been streaming all day today. All day. I've only stopped to eat or smoke, and then I've come back and I've streamed. And now we're on camera. But that's okay. I mean, like, I've been taking it easy the past few days. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate you.
I was going through all of this, the first like 2 to 4 years of everything that happened after 2020. So the very first year that I was separated from my family and my children,
She would.
they would like put me in places, like in spots, you know? They would like put me somewhere and make me wait there. And it would just be...
Oh, it might not. I thought you say certain words for some reason. I don't know why.
nothing.
Jared knows. Jared has played with the super chats. What will it let you say, Jared?
Like being there. And I don't have that kind of a mind or spirit, you know? And they do not care. It's fucking terrible. I have my sofas on my roof because I need I don't know. I was going to bring them to my daughter or my son.
Your daughter won't tell you where she lives.
I bought them. I probably sat on them 5 times total, maybe, if that, you know. And I just wanted to do something for my children. I've been separated from them for a long time. 5 years almost. But we've been trying to go from Granville and Broadway to the Gold Coast since yesterday at 10 a.m.
It's almost 24 hours. They have 24 hours to get their shit out. If there's anything left there, they're not getting it. Why did it take them so long? That face is all, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? Fucking useless.
Literally, Xavier won't get in the car. He won't put his things in the car so that the cart is not heavy for him. He won't, like, get rid of anything. He won't.
If they did have custody of that kid would run their lives. Heather can't get Xavier to do anything. The kid would literally do whatever the fuck they want.
I am a member of the United States of American citizenship, a natural-born citizen of this country. I have rights. You cannot hold me in my apartment. You cannot hold me. You cannot steal from me. What the fuck? We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility.
At Jared_based super chatted $5. Ashley is nefarious about combinations of words and emojis. Word and emoji police Ashley. Oh, that Ashley rock trans X with a hyphen not acceptable.
Yeah, Ashley, what's up with that? I think it's YouTube. I think, I don't know why, though. I don't know. What YouTube? They need to make a YouTube, they probably, well, I mean, I think that's age restricted. I was gonna say YouTube After Dark, where you can say and do anything. But no, because if you get age restricted, super chats are disabled. So, like, what the fuck? Yeah, they do need to do that. A YouTube After Dark, where super chats are enabled.
Go through all of this stuff that he's pushing around. Ugh. And that's the type of thing that I refer to as these hostile takeovers. Like I don't know. He doesn't have a mental health disturbance, you know? When I met him, he was driving a Zumo bike, paying a lease on the bike weekly, working, you know, deliveries, or I don't know what exactly he was doing. He was dressed normal. He had on a Levi's jean jacket, some Nike running shoes, some like fitted jeans.
Then you can still have a mental health illness.
And like a t-shirt. His hair was clean and, you know, nicely pulled back into a ponytail in a masculine way. And he was communicating effectively.
Not really. He said that it was because of him that weed was legal in Illinois because of the day that it was passed or something had to do with his birthday. Because he's an insane person. He's always been insane. And then you just have this picture of him in your head. I don't even know why. I think you just don't pay attention to shit around you. You just like kind of create your own reality, clearly. Xavier gave up. Yeah, just fuck this shit.
I don't even know.
They're clean and they have a bike. They're mentally well. I don't think he was ever clean either. There's a reason she met him on the streets, right?
Oh my god. Just also for the record, if anyone was wondering if it would be better for you people, you know, for me to just be, I don't know, out of the way, totally like tucked away in the suburbs, you know, in my nice little, you know, quiet house with my children, or where my children had a bedroom but came over whenever they wanted, minding my own business. That'd be great. You know, that'd be phenomenal.
Okay, well, no one's just gonna give you a house. If you want me to shut the fuck up and get out of everyone's way, if you want me to stop being a problem and just go out and be a problem everywhere, then buy me an apartment and just let me live my life. I don't think that's how it works. That's not a normal way for things to work. It's a crazy way. It worked for Daisy. But she's not living in a luxury apartment.
They said that intimacy, sexual intimacy, is bad now. And they began brainwashing me into being asexual again. So I was always...
I wonder who they is in this instance. I think they is just herself here. I think just like the voices in her head herself.
monogamous, traditional gender role. as a sexual orientation. And I
didn't know he had a trans girlfriend. That's interesting.
never really wanted anything other than that. I tried to like other things, but I never did. Then when the brainwashing from 2016 to 2019 occurred, I was just mortified. And so I never really had a chance in my whole life to, you know, evolve naturally. And in that context with relationships and intimacy is so different, you know, for so many different people. What's going on? What's going on? I could take it in here. What kind of a charger do you need? C?
Heather's
do you need
got
a
all
C?
The chargers. How do you not know your boyfriend's fucking charger?
Yeah. Do you need a C?
Yeah, in a minute. I'll bring it.
Come on, because it's already 7:23.
Thanks, Loco.
Anyways, I don't, you know, I never had just like a relationship.
He did not leave Burger King.
That was just organic.
He's still there.
It was just like always directed, you know, and I love my fathers of my children. I have 2 children with my first husband and 1 child with my...
Let's stop right here for the ambulance. Everybody watching for this ambulance, we need to identify this ambulance.
The French
Clearly trying to intimidate. Ambulance. Flage, fake as fuck, Flage. 870107. Murder them. Ha ha ha!
At Sympology 4U super chatted $19.99. Botox and filler migrated to her brain.
Maybe. I learned that Botox is apparently really poisonous for you, but they just do it in very, very low doses. That's why it's dangerous to do it not at a professional. Like if you go, I don't know what the black market for Botox would be, but not a professional and get Botox done, you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. So if she was doing something like that, maybe she did give herself some kind of damage. That'd be bad. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate you.
Second husband, and then you guys know about Xavier and I.
Because they broke in and injected me without my consent. I wouldn't be surprised if they bought some shit like in an alley.
Everything these pieces of shit are saying. Fucking pieces of shit.
Feeling better now that you destroyed my time? Should I just stand here like this? Would that make you feel better?
Save that shit for Dr. Gable, you fucking bitches.
At Jland7331 super chatted $2. Ambulance ha ha ha.
Ha ha. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you for the 2.
I didn't have any children with Dylan, and those are the only 4 relationships that I've ever had, with the exception of like, you know, 1 or 2 dates, you know, or like no dates, but just babysitting their child or like whatever.
Who is letting Heather Gillespie babysit their kids? I hope fucking nobody, dude.
Is it a C? Yes. Okay.
Just be careful with it.
Okay.
Yeah, those kids would be wrecked. Dylan is...
I know I told you guys.
Dylan's a terrible person, too. The kid would be diabolical.
Before. But in high school, I had like a boyfriend, but I wasn't allowed to go out. You know, I wasn't allowed to go out at all. Like we would just like, he would give me a ride to school, you know?
This, the manager at McDonald's that you would stare at while he worked, I don't know if this. I don't know if this was a consensual relationship or if Heather was just like, I'm dating you now. And this guy was like, what?
And we didn't even have lunch together. It was like the weirdest thing. But like once or twice, I was able to go to his job where he was the manager.
She was literally like carpooling with a guy and somehow made this into a relationship.
Of a fast food chain restaurant. And I would be able to just sit in the lobby while he worked. That was like, that was it. I never really had any sort of.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it to scare anyone who like uses Botox. It was just something I learned that I didn't know before. And Heather has other things that she should be spending her money on or saving it for than using it for Botox. You know, she's got lost custody of all of her kids. The last thing I would be worrying about is Botox.
Organic intimacy, and then everything that happened from 2016 to 2019 was like so fucked up, like with regards to brainwashing, like, oh, would I have done this on my own? Absolutely not. Did I do that? And then my significant other tell me, oh, you're so good. You're such a good girl for doing so. Yeah, that's definitely what happened. And that.
Why are you making this weird, Heather?
So embarrassing. You wake up one day, and you're crying and crying and crying because you don't even know, what's going on. You don't know what or who or how you even are, because you're never who you are.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what kind of high school guy is a manager at a McDonald's? That's not a thing. It's like, did this guy even know you were in a relationship? You just sit there and stare at him?
Always been who you're allowed to be, and who you're allowed to be.
I can't.
And who you're allowed to be is different based on the higher authority, Like, is that how it is for everyone? I don't think so. Is it?
Yeah, didn't they say don't they say, isn't it a thing that if you Botox can help with headaches or something?
And then it's like they start to communicate these things to me, like these disclosures, about my life that I never even knew. But they don't give me complete truth. They just give me like little bits of like incremental small.
What is with this thing she does now? What is this?
And it's just so unfair because then I'm just there,
The cops are like, we have a zebra toothbrush. I don't know. It's a code word for crazy person, I guess.
How could that be? That can't possibly be. Is that true? And then like my mind goes to another memory and I'm like, oh my God, that did happen. They did do that.
Maybe, I don't know. Her face has been droopy for a long time.
I don't know.
She's trying to do quotation marks. Does her pinkies not work anymore? It's probably a bad sign.
But then it's like, well, I think I told you guys this before. They said, if you
right, nice melting away. Yeah. She's like a wax. It's like a wax museum.
Are having intimacy, right?
Sex. Yeah, we know what intimacy is. Little Miss, thank you for the gold coin.
And if there's any kids in the demographic, don't listen, because this is PG-13 plus, and I like to keep it PG-13 whenever possible, when they're not doing weird hostile takeovers and creating their own context.
Listen. Who the fuck is exploiting us? We need help. Help us. Okay. Yes. I keep a Glock on me, motherfucker.
At Patty Cat Bebop super chatted $2.07. Are those red flags behind Heather? Location flag, oh my.
There, yep. I call them the circus banners. Apparently those are to help people see that she's carrying a couch even though they're on the inside of her car. So I have I didn't even know this was a thing. I thought she had just literally lost her mind, or this was in the apartment for some reason. Like she just had them up for some decorations. That's what I thought at first. Thank you for the F, Little Miss as well.
But
thank you for becoming a good little angel. Heather GoPro Solo Hobo. Blah, blah, blah. I can't read. Heather GoPro Solo Hobo. I appreciate you.
I heard someone say the other day that when you're doing
and thank you for Spain, Grandma.
See?
Grandma?
And you're doing that, then you are actually FUCKing the person. And what does it mean in literal terms when you say that you're FUCKINGing a person?
This is a reach.
Like that you're doing them dirty, or you're like harming them, or like you're doing them wrong, or somehow you are behaving in a way that is to their misfortune, what have you. And that the way you know that's true is because you never do that to your children or your parents. And
because they're your they're your family, dude. That's gross. Why are we thinking like this? Is this such a weird, gross train of thought, Heather? Well, I'm not saying for the chili.
Never do that to most of your family members. And the root word of family is for.
Okay, well, they wouldn't exist. The family members wouldn't exist if some people weren't fucking to begin with, right? Right? Because that's how procreation happens. That's how people are born. So that your whole thing just kind of falls apart there.
Which means that the more love you actually have for a person, or the more pure that love is, you don't want to do that. But then someone else said not to listen to that because they were just trying to brainwash me again, and in the other way, and causing me to be, what's that word?
Imagine if it's being sold on eBay, the GoPro Solo hat.
Sexual again, because I was already asexual for like 2 years, but that was because I was scared. I was really scared. I still am. Right now, I'm more scared than ever.
Yeah, that's Brooks. Brooks' family does that.
Scared went away for a little while. Now it's worse than it's ever been before. Not so much scared as angry and scared. Because what if that's true? Like, Xavier, you can't keep doing this every half block.
I didn't say anything about my family on there.
I'm not. I don't.
I'll take it easy, but if it says, I forgot that I should be running a poll right now to ask you guys when or what you want to do for tomorrow. Because I don't know if you guys want, we could do it at 9:30. Like the part 2 of this, we could do it at 9:30 to keep things like how they usually are. Or I could do it in the day, and we could do it longer, right? Like we can kind of stretch it out since it's the weekend. But I don't know what you guys feel like doing, so I was gonna run a poll for like I'll give you two options. We could do I'm really like yeah, the afternoon or the evening. Around that now.
I don't even know your family. Oh, God. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. And then I don't get to talk to anyone other than this live. Like, mostly.
You don't talk to Xavier?
Well, when I was doing Uber, I was able to talk to a lot of people.
Don't make me play that recording again, Heather. That's a crazy recording. We don't have time either. But I played it a couple streams back, and it's fucking wacky. Her talking to the customers.
And I really liked that because I felt like, and I've discussed this before as well, I felt like I was being... What's going on?
Hey, listen!
Oh my god, I just got a smell of chicken teriyaki. Smells like ketchup. Smells like fucking ketchup.
At Mary Raboyd super chatted $1.99.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate you. I lost my foot pedal.
Xavier, what's going on?
What's on, Xavier?
What'd you say? Right. Well, come on.
Look at all those lines. Heather Gillespie doesn't have lines on her face. They did that.
Xavier, please just let me put that in the car.
It only gives you an option for $1.99? I don't even know what the options are supposed to be. Let's see. What am I looking at? Is it super stickers? Super chat? Is there a dial? You should be able to dial it up. Dial it down. I don't know. It doesn't even give me a 99 option. I don't know. But I appreciate you either way. If you don't need to give more of that if you don't want to. The evil YouTube. Just being nefarious.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. In my Uber, I was able to have conversations. I have not been permitted many conversations, like directly, other than in that setting, since 2019. And
hey, listen!
This is me fucking making pie out of caca. And everybody loves it.
At Mary Raboyd super chatted
$4.99.
$4.99.
Mary, thank you for the 5. I appreciate you. Everybody loves it.
So
no, that's gross, Heather.
Enjoyed that. However, I felt like there was definitely a bunch of, I know I've said this before in the past, I called it technological boxing, where...
So Xavier said, don't say anything about my family on there. Okay. Okay, well, she does. She mentions his family, I think, every stream this week.
You are not permitted certain access to various amounts of information about like different topics or technological advancements or knowledge and information that gives a person or a group like an advantage, etc. And
oh yeah, the wildfires. I mean, it was just the one day. The day that I went to try to see the turtles, the sky was orange and it looked pretty crazy. And it said the air quality was bad, but I can't tell the difference between good and bad air, to be honest. I think my lungs are black, so it just felt like air to me. And now the sky is clear and everything's better here at least.
And I felt like I didn't have that problem anymore while I was driving in my Uber, you know? Like I felt like I was...
Holly, thank you for the gold coin.
Speaking about, you know, new, exciting, intelligent, proactive.
So as a baby, I was a cyborg. Baby cyborg Heather.
At Simpology 4U super chatted $9.99. Hanger manipulation techniques ethics?
Hanger manipulation. Something like that. Thank you for the 10.
Productive.
I read that as hanger, like hangry, but I think I know what you're talking about. Magic Blue, thank you for the shopping cart. I appreciate you guys.
And from 2016 to 2019, while I was brainwashed,
Are we not brainwashed anymore? I would say there's something more wrong with your brain today than it was back then. It just keeps getting worse. There was a point in time I thought Heather was a sly fox, and a lot of this was an act, but nowadays I think she's like completely lost her mind.
I'd have a lot of good conversations. You know, so it was mostly bad, but some of those 3 years was good. But then
I have discussed numerous times directly with the higher power and the authority. At what point is the higher power planning to get involved and put a hard stop on all of this? Because I've never been the problem here, but there's definitely a problem.
At super chatted $1.96. I'm Canadian too. Steve.
Hey.
Love you.
Aw, thanks, little Miss Steve. I love you too. Canada's alright. People bitch about Canada a lot. People are mad at Canada because of the wildfires. I hear you. I don't know what the hell they're doing. The video was crazy of the people on the train in the wildfire.
You know, so I started giving
I don't know what
Uber and Lyft rides, you know, through the application, which I have a 4.98 as my rating, with I believe 3 or 4, possibly even 5,000 rides between both platforms.
I wonder how many were like batshit insane. The Montreal Canucks. We got the Montreal Canadiens. All set, all fancy. It's like Canadians. And then the Canucks are Vancouver. The Vancouver Canucks.
And they would tell me all sorts of things, you know, Neuralink and like updates about technology and technological advancements and all sorts of things. But then they told me that not the Uber riders, but the authority said, or someone who probably wasn't supposed to tell me, but they told me anyway, that the authority was brainwashing me in reverse so that I could be incorruptible.
I don't even remember catching this the first time. Brainwashing you in reverse to be uncorruptible. What is the proper term for is it just called rehabilitation? Brainwashing you in the other direction. Deprogramming. It's deprogramming is the word she's looking for, right?
Because I guess if a person is incentivized by love or sex or money, that they are corruptible. So, you know, in an effort to make a person incorruptible, that the authority might be doing that.
No, I don't speak
So
French.
I really don't know, but either way,
brain dirtying.
And love and whatever form of intimacy I deem appropriate for myself, you know? I don't know. I mean, I most certainly feel like
Yeah, not
I
James's.
should be able to begin and end my work shift at my discretion and have an acceptable, stable, safe, peaceful living environment.
Hey, listen! Let me see what these pieces of shit are saying. Fucking pieces of shit.
Feeling better
I did
now
the
that you're
Xavier
here
one.
at nighttime? Should I just stand here like this? Would that make you feel better?
Save that shit for Dr. Gable, you fucking bitches.
At Jared_based super chatted $2. X is being a dragger lingerer bro egg high heel snail.
It's being a dragger, bro. He's being a lingerer. I don't know. I think I turned that one off because we've heard it a bunch of times. I might have to flip them all now into the different ones. Can I do that on the fly? I don't know if it'll let me.
You guys have seen.
It might get mad at me.
Well, I
Let's see.
already asked you guys about the meta glasses. And like all of
She won't shut up about fucking meta glasses. Why does she thinks people are spying on her, I think.
their technological abilities. But there's another place that has a bunch of sorry, there was a dog barking at another dog, and
There was a dog barking at another dog, so I had to stop and look.
I just wanted to make sure that that they weren't fighting.
So I'm just looking out for the dogs. Like, the dogs cannot be fighting on my watch.
Oh yeah, the various technological advancements with regards to audio and visual, they're wild, you know? They really are. And they don't seem that far out of reach. But then there's no one for me to talk about them with. And I thought that there were technological social media forums.
Alright, I flipped them. I kept the 5'9" as the fashion model height. Everything else I think I flipped over.
But so far I've just been limited to Instagram, Facebook. They won't even let me have a Snapchat anymore. I haven't been able to have a Snapchat since 2023, I think.
Why can't she have a Snapchat? You mean she's IP blocked, or like it's just a rule in her head that she can't have a Snapchat?
Because people just started saying I was doing stuff that I wasn't saying, and then the authority couldn't verify whether or not it was true, and they started putting me into interrogatories, asking me all of these questions about if I did this, and if I did that, and if I did this. And they don't even accept your answer sometimes, you know? It's so annoying. Like, I don't know. They don't accept your answer sometimes, even when you're being truthful. Which I try to
Snapchat,
be
yeah.
truthful all the time, as much as I possibly can.
James on Snapchat, being nefarious, posting nonsense.
I don't know.
She just wants
As far as I know,
she just wants an AI bot to argue with people about the lie.
He's just a dragger, bro. He's a lingerer. Xavier, hurry up, please. Pardon me, sir.
At Vegas struck us 12.25 super chatted $1.
Thank you, Vegas. Thank you for the $1. There we go. There's the lingerer.
I'm not fighting with anyone. I don't have any fights with anyone. I don't even really have communication with mostly anyone.
Ever since I lost that fight with those girls, the jail with Dylan in the parking lot with the screwdrivers, that was a knife. You know, I don't pick fights anymore.
So to me, it feels like the fighting is just curated. It feels like there's some external third party who's probably bored with themselves that's antagonizing and instigating and pitting people against each other. And that's pretty much all I can figure out about it, because I'm very, very isolated. I have been for a very long time. So
hold on.
Hey, listen!
I'm 5'9" on my flat foot, which is the correct height to be a fashion model, not a fucking victim. No, that girl is probably 5'5" or 5'6" at best.
At Starface's super chatted $5. It's like all the Botox and fillers stopped working at once. Fearful face, fearful face, fearful face.
Evil face? What the? Did you call it an evil face? Thank you for the 5-star face. Did I mishear that?
guys,
I was expecting to see the monster face, but it's just the shocked face.
what was going on here?
Fearful
Why do I
face,
have to be
okay.
here while they're doing that, you know? I'm sure, I'm
The accent.
positive that there are demographics where that stuff is normal. I know because, and this is scary, okay? Look at how scary this is, you guys. Please hear me out, okay? So one time my ex-husband,
Your actual ex-husband or fucking Dylan or whoever? Let's see if it's a real ex-husband.
left his phone out, and I went on his phone and I saw
Probably Dylan. Probably a fake ex-husband.
an internet search history for something, you know, that was a little more racy than Dos Equis, if you know what I mean. And I started crying and
It was just corn?
accusing him of cheating on me.
Listen!
I'm 5'9" on my flat foot, which is the correct
Ashley, why are we
height
doing
to be a
doubles now?
fashion model, not a fucking victim. No, that girl is probably 5'5" or 5'6" at best.
At super chatted $1.96, her dead eyes scream duster and pancakes. Turn up.
She probably has been doing Duster. Someone said that they heard her doing Duster in one of these lives. And I was like, what? I wouldn't put it past her. I think it was the macaroni and cheese one. Thank you for the 3.
And saying, like, how could you do this to me? And I was just devastated. You don't even understand. Like, I was so completely devastated. Then, and that's how I was my whole life. From 28.
What is pancakes? He just likes pancakes. She went and got pancakes one time and was like, I'm gonna eat pancakes and smoke Duster all day.
And from 28 to 31, while I was going through all of that stuff,
Now we see his Dos Equis. It's I'm assuming it's just like kissing, like Spider-Man hanging upside down, kissing Mary Jane, but her nipples are showing. PG-13, and then Triple X is Vin Diesel and just hardcore corn. Then she was like, "Oh my God, you're cheating on me."
none of that fazed me at all. I was so just, and that was only in 3 years. So it's like, to try to get a read on the demographic for what is acceptable or what's normal, not just with dating and intimacy and relationships, but just all sorts of other things. I am really struggling a lot. Like,
I couldn't tell.
If it only took 3 years for me to be feeling normal about certain things, what is going on with these individuals that have been doing certain things with regards to intimacy for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you know? And then when I see these things going on and I feel uncomfortable, like I feel like, whoa, what's going on here? And everyone just looks at me like I'm the crazy one. And then I think to myself, I can't be the only one that's like this, you know? How could...
No, there's whole Facebook groups that are for targeted individuals who have the same rhetoric as you. You'd probably fit right in.
there be like common knowledge about some of these things? Not just common knowledge, but common acceptance, common, like, what's a good word for desire, you know, common, just no big deal, you know? And I just, you know, and then they reverse it all the way. And it's like, do they do that to everyone? Do they do that to people on purpose? Like, do they harm them with intentional brainwashing in one direction? And then...
Oh no, they're just brainwashing people for the betterment of humanity. What do you do? They know that they're her stupid hypotheticals. No, people are brainwashing people for, yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense.
Harm them again by intentionally brainwashing them back in the other direction? Is that a thing? Like, is that a thing? You know, I don't know.
Yeah. The pancakes and duster. It's one of the sound bites. I flipped the sound bites though because we were getting doubles. But she's like, pancakes are my favorite food. I love them so much. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna smoke duster and eat pancakes all day. Woo! It's a turn up.
So it's just really weird here, you know, really weird. And I wonder a lot, like,
It is weird because you're there.
how do I make it stop? You know, how do I just, I don't know.
Yeah, weed and pancakes is good. Smoking a pancake, bonging a blitz. Yeah, that podcast is messed up. The What Up Joe podcast.
And then I told you guys this before also. First of all, how does a man go from being skinny with no breast tissue to having a full C cup in 6 weeks? Doesn't that seem...
Xavier hasn't been thin in a while. He's been a little chunky for years. Like, I want to say at least 3 years.
predatory to you guys? Because it does to me.
Yeah, like
and
3
I
years.
truly hope someone is taking record of this. Because it definitely does to me. And then on top of that,
I think so too. I don't know what doctor in their right mind would think that Adderall is the right drug to give this one. What the fuck?
additionally, I think I told you guys this before also. Where I live in Chicago or the world or the year or whatever the fuck is going on here,
the year.
we don't have buses that have weird, scary robot voices. Bus stop number 125, please. Like, please deboard. Like, what the fuck?
What does she need to take the bus for? She hates the robot voice, apparently. Yeah, they do that now. It's a thing, is so people who can't see, who are visually impaired, can hear what stop is coming up. It's like an old concept. I don't even know what to say about that.
Is that? And that
What is that? She's so mad about it.
their buses are like pluming gas or something. Like you could see it. Didn't we already fix this situation a long time ago? Clean air buses, electric buses. What is this?
Electric buses for not the visually impaired.
And then it's like the frequency of their buses is just, whoa. There are so many of them. Are you all right? Are you all right? What's wrong? Here. And Xavier doesn't drink beer, and all of a sudden he started drinking nasty beer. Please don't say that. How would it not scare me? Would it scare you? If your husband was one way for years and then all of a sudden you woke up and he was very not that way?
I've said this before too. It's been a slow progression. It started off with her tights and the hair clip, and it's just gotten to the dress now, and he has boobs for some reason. I don't know how he pulled that off.
And it's not even like they give an explanation like, oh, so, okay, Heather, well, what's going on here is that we're using your free will without your permission to, confuse you, and we're running some sort of clinical trial or we started giving your husband hormone, nothing. Like, they don't give any explanation at all whatsoever. I just go to sleep and then wake up the next day and it's like, whoa.
That's what the voice in her head sounds like. It sounds like the nanny. I can't even do that voice of her. You remember the show The Nanny?
What is going on?
Don't worry, Heather. This is what's happening.
No. I didn't sign up for this. I did not sign up for this.
I signed up for Love After Lockup.
No. I've never been a wrist cutter in my life, ever. I've never been a cutter.
Good. Don't start.
In my life, ever. And I told you guys that they, in 2021 or 22, they would not stop, being awful to me until I started cutting my legs. That's when I made that
She made a photo shoot, and she blamed someone else for doing it. And I appreciate her being truthful today. But she's like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I know you did that. Everyone knows you did that. Who else would have done that?
Your impact campaign. They would not stop. They would hurt me, a lot. And until I would do it, they would not stop.
Again, if you're feeling like this, or if you know someone, there's help out there. Reach out. There's resources at your disposal.
Before,
people love you.
Never in my life. Look what I have on my arm.
Oh, she rested her arm on something, and now she's like, oh my god, you guys, they're at it again.
And when I try to ask them about it, they try to discredit my ability to perceive reality. I would make it up or something. A person would know if they tried to chop through their arm, right? I look at it all the time and I just think,
is she implying someone tried to chop through her arm and it looks like that? Yeah, what?
They don't even let me ask anyone about
The fuck?
I will flip my camera around the next time they do it. They have the audacity in real time, unless this is a simulation. That's why I drive with my live on a lot, because they do this shit to me. They start like making fun of me for something that I never even did, ever, of my own free will, brainwashed or not.
So the voices in your head start making fun of you for stuff you never did. That's oddly strange. Why would they do that? I think they would know better than anyone, right?
I, Heather Gillespie, didn't do this thing, right? And they start like giving me a hard time about it, and I'll try to ignore it. And then they will in real time like start making reference to the thing that they were like trying to give me a hard time about. I told you guys, and I took photos and I uploaded them about all the restaurants. They changed all the restaurants in the West Loop.
Was it spinning? Was my thing messing up?
Like Fulton Market. They changed all the names of the restaurants in the West Loop to be like some sort of sexual reference. And that's when I started.
YouTube. It's YouTube's fault because it says 0 dropped frames on my end. I'm blaming YouTube for this one, guys.
Looking into, can they give you Meta glasses effect in your eyes through a contact lens? And that's when I found North Avenue in Wells, and I posted this to my main page. It's called Sharp Modern LASIK. And I called there, and they said that they do implants, and they do ocular implants. And I've never gone to have an ocular implant, you know, that I know of.
Just implants in her ears.
I've also never cut my arm. I mean, this is a big cut. Like, this is...
It's not a cut, dude.
Huge. Look at this. And it's old. Like, it's old.
What's wrong with you?
It's like past the point of being a scar. Like, it was a scar like a while ago, you know? Or is that them doing that with the ocular implant? And I already Googled it. Even if I am a cyborg is still a human. It's not a robot. So
if I'm a cyborg, am I still a human? Yes, you would still be a human. Okay, guys, I Googled it, so I know. I'm still a human.
But law enforcement, keep making me the bad guy in your story.
Hey,
or is law enforcement back on my side now? Who knows who's playing for who? Can we get some jerseys in this bitch?
At Jared_based super chatted $2. YouTube stop being nefarious index pointing up Heather is old woman.
This old woman. Thank you, Jared. Thank you for the two.
And I know that I have to still be a human.
How are we gonna get through this?
Because I still menstruate monthly.
Wonderful. When you hit menopause, we're gonna have a whole new arc, and it's gonna be insane.
If I get a cut on my...
She'll be trying to adopt kids and shit, probably.
I bleed. I have emotions most of the time.
Coffee.
I breathe.
This is the Mios. This has caffeine in it.
And
But I
that's
can't
pretty much
drink.
the measuring criteria, I'm pretty sure.
Spilling.
So this hospital hires unlicensed individuals to do their dirty work.
Like you? Mystique, thank you for the thumbs up. But yeah, James thinks he's so important. James is like, buh, 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 buh. Steve, you wouldn't have a life if it wasn't for me. James, dude.
And no, I never.
No one cares about James
Gibson's that night. As a matter of fact, Xavier and I shared spaghetti from Portillo's.
Spaghetti.
We got one order of spaghetti with a meatball, and we
with one meatball.
It. One meatball and half an order of spaghetti. Not Gibson's. But oh, that's what I was gonna say. So then if I start,
do you think she haggled with the guy? I know that it's half a spaghetti. First off, do they even do half a spaghetti? Is it like an order of spaghetti? And she's like, look, what if I just buy half of the order and instead of meatballs, you give me one meatball because my husband is vegetarian and I'm on a diet. Then can we drop the price down? Or do they just sell spaghetti like that in weird things like, hey, pick how many meatballs and half a spaghetti or a quarter spaghetti?
Noticing all this weird stuff that they're doing in real time, they'll pass by me with a bus.
I've just been here doing air duster for 4 days or 2 days. I never smoked air duster in my whole entire life before this.
At Simpology4U super chatted $9.99. LETTITYV Heather cage match.
The Titty versus Heather, that'd be a crazy one. Thank you for the 10. I don't know who would win. Probably Letitia. I don't think Heather knows how to fight, and Letitia has more violence in her, I think.
That makes some sort of reference, or a restaurant name that makes some sort of reference.
Letitia versus Brooke. I think that'd be a fair fight.
Yeah. Did it? Did it?
Oh, yeah, probably. Then she bought the spaghetti, that's where the money went when the card got declined. That, yeah, even the people there saying that's why your card was declined for $4. Hey, we figured it out.
Okay, let's try to hurry, please. Please, because I still have to get air.
I heard that IKEA sold meatballs.
Whatever. Okay. Let's fucking turn up. Let's turn up, bro.
At Kylie Mikey super chatted $6.93. Loving Feral Friday.
Oh, thank you, Kylie. Thank you for the 10. Oh, those sound bites. I forgot about that one.
I have to go potty. I'm not going to there. Please never ask me to go there again.
The Yacht Club? IKEA, furniture and meatballs.
The real Xavier, my Xavier, is nice. He cares. He doesn't like to make me feel sad, worse than I already feel. Focus my eye. If I am a cyborg, they're definitely using it for purposes that they have not asked me permission about. Like certain days, they'll focus my eye on butts.
But yeah, it's not her looking at butts. The people controlling her camera eyes is making her focus on butts. I actually forgot what I was gonna say now. Actually,
day, and I will get so irritated after like 5.
Oh, how do you know they didn't slip it into like the terms of service? They're always slipping stuff into the terms of service. Are you sure, Heather? They weren't like, Heather, you give us permission to have your eyes focus on boobs and butts with this new Apple update. Cindy, thank you for the sun balloon.
Hours of driving. Every fucking person that passes by, they're like, zoom, 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 just on butts. Then the next day it'll be just boobs. And all the women boobs.
Did you see what her eyes did there? Well, first off, these eyes are pretty funny too. But like, she like focuses on like, "Urgh, all these butts and boobs. What? Look, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should take another gummy. What is this? Get out of here.
Come on, babe, please. Come on. I still have to get air, and I need to stop at the store, and I need to go potty. 4 from a whole case. You're supposed to be holding water. Okay, but you're...
Why can't she drive water?
Oh. I mean, yes. Come on, let's go. Xavier just blatantly flipped me off while he was talking.
I love that. That's awesome.
I don't want...
You're supposed to be holding water. I just picture like, I don't know. While he's in the heels and pushing this fucking big ass cart, she also wants him to just hold water for some reason to make it that much harder. But that's probably just crazy talk.
Be here. Can you please put me with people who are not pieces of shit?
He's just
indefinitely, like, please.
These are crazy. These ones. They're crazy. Flip her off again.
Can wipe your mind.
Alright, hold on. We missed that. So you're not. What's happening here?
I heard about some technology that can wipe your mind.
Oh my, we didn't really need to do that. This is the Men in Black technology. This is the pen that they have.
Someone like me, if you have a lot of trauma, and it's not even just that I have trauma, because I don't really typically have trauma anymore. I worked already a long time ago, I worked through my trauma, but then a woman got into my Uber and announced on a pretend phone call that they were going to cause a regression. And I swear to you, I am not lying. Promise. They started fucking with me so bad the following week that I swear I started having PTSD again. I'm not even kidding. So they were saying that they can brainwash you to forget or like wipe your mind of like your trauma. And that in doing so, no one else could cause any sort of regression intentionally. And if you don't understand what that means, come on, please.
That'll make it so I don't go too late. And by like 2 a.m. I'll be like... Probably before that, I don't know. I had to fight the other gummy I took earlier. Because I felt like the...
And if you don't understand what that means... or not what that means, but how a person could do that, let me give you a few pieces of information. They will make me respond to what they refer to as jokes while also putting me in a physical location where a sexual assault occurred or someone did something really, malicious to me, or they will harass me about it over and over and over until I am pretty much crying. Or like another one that they do a lot, this demographic, is like I will be
What is distracting her now?
please, babe, please let me put some things in the car. Let me put some of that in the car so it's not so heavy.
No, I don't trust you with my stuff.
I will be minding my own business.
Maybe Xavier's like, if I get in that fucking car, I'm not getting out. She'll do DoorDash. She'll lock to put the child locks on the doors, and it'll be hours. It'll be 8 hours until I'm out of there. I'll fall asleep. Won't get anything done. Maybe Xavier's actually using his noggin. I gotta get this stuff over to my dad's place.
Sitting in my car, literally minding my own business, bothering no one, And then they'll say, "You're a fucking cheater. You cheated on me."
So Xavier says this.
Or you like ... and like start naming qualities, obvious qualities about a person who sexually assaulted me. And making me afraid that they're gonna let someone sexually assault me until I'm crying or screaming for them to stop. I don't know what happened, to the world. And I don't know what happened to government agencies that protect people. But they've just been really, really, really mean to me for a long time.
I like that the nanny is one of the voices.
Creator. That was something I wanted to do in 2000 and never, actually. The only reason I even got into that is because of the brainwashing and because I wanted to make sales, I wanted to have my own business so that I could buy a house for my children and I.
Yeah. No, I have a short of that. Good times, that one. He's not allowed to sit in the front. I don't know why.
Know any rational person that would wake up in the morning and think to themselves, you know what sounds good? If people are awful to me until I want to kill myself. Or
stop saying that.
Until I consider whether or not death would be better than life. Like, who wants that? Of course I can't handle that. What in the fuck? Who wants that? Who wants that? There is no rational person who wants that. At all.
That makes a lot of sense, Jared. Yeah, it's dangerous for children to sit in the front, and Xavier's a child.
And who wants to be forced to not wear makeup or sleep for only 3 hours. Or
I imagine it's probably like a mess thing. Like Xavier, all of his goldfish crumbs are in the front seat whenever he sits up there, and then she gets stuff on her purse, so she's like, no, Xavier, you have your space in the back and I have my space up here because you can't keep your space clean. But I don't know, maybe it's just the kid thing.
Be slandered on the internet or any of that. No, who wants that? If you could have a life where everyone around you is nice to you and you're nice to everyone.
Goldfish and fentanyl.
Or you could be surrounded with filth and deception and lies. Why would anyone choose the second one? That makes no sense to me at all. And then it's like, if there are people genuinely who are like that, why not just get them away from the rest of us?
Yeah, probably.
That guy forgot his backpack on the back of his trailer. Maybe he did that on purpose.
Probably not right.
Hey, listen.
What, Teva? Okay.
Let's fucking turn up. Let's turn up, bro.
At One More Sprayed super chatted $1.99.
Thank you, One More Spray. YouTube, I appreciate you.
What the fuck?
And thank you, Airso, for the gold coin. I don't know what happened to 5K.
I don't know, just compare my content from week to week. I've noticed it with other content creators too. That's why I always say the demographic.
You don't want to be sorry.
Well, I don't
No, you're
consider
good.
myself a content creator. I just consider myself like a regular person with no access to any sort of normal communication within a peer group of like-minded individuals that's direct.
I'm telling you, targeted individuals on Facebook, that's your peer group. I don't know who you think your peer group is.
Who doesn't want to kill herself from all of the abusiveness. And so she just starts telling all of her robot friends.
I don't wear any mask. I went out the day that it was the worst, and it's okay. It's better now. We'll survive. We'll get through it.
On her lives. So, and the modeling, the photo shoots and stuff like that, that was never really about creating content as much as it was just about being productive with my time when I wasn't being permitted to do anything else. And maybe it was a good idea, maybe not, you know, who knows?
Who knows?
Oh, I would much prefer just working, you know, driving my deliveries and minding my own business.
Hey, he finally ended his live. Thank fuck, James. You dumbass stupid head. Let's make sure.
Do you guys see what they're doing? First they did 3 deep lines like this in a shape. Then they did 5. Then they did 2 over here. What the fuck?
Oh god. Okay, where is he going now? Jeez. Of course he's not done. There's no buddies on TikTok who's talking about you. Yeah, no shit. James talks about me all the time. I'm one of the voices in James's head. I don't know where this other platform is. Is it Clapper? Heather, you gotta not be set in silence.
Away your memory, then why don't they do that for me? Why don't they just tell me whatever I'm doing and I could stop doing it?
You blocked you. I appreciate you, Birdie. You've been helping me catch the TikTok lives lately. Because my TikTok notifications don't work. He said he's going on another platform, but I don't know what the platform is. I just need to know. He just needs to go live again so I can like put it on autopilot and just forget about him. The thing she chooses to cry about is very annoying to me. Especially like when you, yeah, okay, there we go. Especially when you compare her life to others, it's like, come on.
And you don't think if all
There we
the
go.
things they always say to me,
Stupid
when they're
James.
terrorizing me and trying to do weird intimacy with my monogamous father of my anyone in my
What are they trying to do with Xavier?
child. What? 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 I can't hear you. We're almost there, please. It's 8:19, and I told you you could get in the car. We could have easily fit that. Yeah.
In my mind, Xavier's like, oh, we could have fit this? And she's, yeah. Oh, we won't, though. Let's just keep walking.
I'm not. No. When we get there. Okay, let's get there, please. I need to go to work. Please. You're dealing with what right now? You're dealing with what? Right, let's get there. And it's like, you don't think that they could just wipe my memory and let me be with one normal, one single individual who just likes to be, normal? And that they would not love me and threaten and not threaten me?
You had that. You had that with your first actual husband, and then your second baby daddy. And then you did, they're boring. You're bored. I don't want to hear this. I just want a normal life. Well, you shouldn't have shouldn't have gone with Dylan. You shouldn't have gone with Xavier. What were we thinking with that? You really thought Xavier was any resemblance of normal? He's an interesting guy on his best day. He's a fucking predator creep on his worst day. Why would we think Xavier's normal? Just whatever, dude.
Like,
she's live right now? What? Hold up. Is she? Oh, God.
About where my last MacBook, this is my current MacBook, where my last MacBook is.
Where is it?
And I advised them that they should possibly check in with the surveillance team from 2016 to 2019 who was monitoring those phone calls. They would probably have a great idea of where that MacBook is, along with a plethora of other valuable information with regards to the situation. Now, for some reason, I'm trying to unlock
At Jared
this
_
iPhone
based
because
super
this
chatted
iPhone where
$2.
I'm
Sag face
not
on a
in
40-year-old is
circulation,
something else.
even though it says I'm live,
for the
supposedly
two, Jared.
it's only getting to certain distinct intentional persons that I don't have any control over, even though it's my social media, my identity, my likeness, and my character. And this is a decade. This is a full 10 years of this. 10 years. So I'm searching for a USB drive connection to access this cell phone, and my MacBook is saying that there's no USB. So like a dummy, you know, like if I just learned how to use a computer yesterday, despite the fact that, just want to remind you, I single-handedly implemented the electronic medical records at CLSMA, a branch and division of Northwestern Medical Group and Hospital, in 2015, and have a more than average understanding of how to use a computer. I'm not being able to even open applications for my devices on my computer, nor is my computer able to even locate a location
This is what I'm
or
trained
file
for.
a USB drive.
What
But the
remember,
USB
Brooke? What I've been training
is
for.
right here.
It's what
It's
I've been
plugged
training
in,
for.
Right? First plugged it in. It
We
launched
got
a
other
download.
phones we can use
now
too.
you go to the downloads. Nothing. What do we have in the downloads? Heather G resume. That's it. That's the only thing. I haven't downloaded
Never
my resume
used
to this
that.
computer. I don't think at all. I don't know how it would be here. And given that it is here, it's not making any sense that I can't recognize or access any of the other drives or applications, etc., from my computer. So now my phone is in this box. My secondary phone that I paid for a full month of service on is not being able to unlock. When I attempt an unlock on the phone, it says that I must reset the entire phone and do a factory reset, which just so happens to be a phone where I have a number of other evidence with regards to the case that I'm working on currently for one of my children. And I can't get into that phone at all. So I said, okay, after a full month of paying for service and not being permitted a single day of use on that phone, I started receiving incoming communication that the unique device indication code associated with my new MacBook is being used in a cloning or remote access format, which is why I'm not being given access and free use of my computer, because someone external to my situation is using my actual operating system remotely. Exhausted. The last 2 days, I've probably had 3 hours of sleep. Haven't been permitted to work my shift. Have bills to pay and children to feed. Not to mention my own needs. Very confused, very frustrated. And I can't get Xavier to move around without this very checked out kind of external identity. It's not making sense. This is like something that you would see taking place in like an FX, series, or like a sci-fi, movie. I don't understand how this is real life. And just for the record, I have not been asked, do you want to be an actress? Do you want to film some scenes in a movie? Nothing like that. So this is weird. And then when you go back to just yesterday when we were covered in smog and there was a dense air, unsafe air quality alert. This is July, I believe. What is this, the 16th or the 17th? 17th, 2026. We're in Chicago. I have photos of this. The air was so thick you could not see above maybe floor 20 of any of the skyscrapers.
Bro.
There were warnings all over the buildings saying caution, air quality. Everyone started wearing masks again.
Super chatted $10. OMG. She thinks
But
she can
now
still
today,
unlock these
and the
stolen
city was like
phones.
empty.
Tears
But
of
now
joy,
today,
tears of joy, tears of joy.
there
Oh.
is so much traffic.
Wait, children
You
to
cannot
feed?
even stop moving
OMFG.
for a moment without someone beeping or flashing their lights
I
at
don't know
you.
the children
There are
she's
people
trying to
in the
feed.
bike
Thank you,
lane,
Cindy.
skating, riding bikes, riding scooters, jogging. It's like complete chaos all over the place.
People living their
And
lives.
it's been about 6 hours since I've
Just
been
living
able
their
to
lives.
have any sort of meaningful check-in with Xavier. He seems completely externally controlled. Completely. And I still have these lines and this voice box that I've been reporting for approximately 3 months. So that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you guys?
Are you even gonna read chat? No, you're gonna look down. Don't even ask us what's going on. If you're not gonna read at least one message.
I'm hungry. Yesterday I had some white rice and a cucumber salad from Silver Spoon Thai. Today I've been trying to get to the bank for the last I don't know how many hours so that I could purchase myself a meal. I haven't been able to have a meal today. I've
Imagine
had
she just fueling
one of
her
those
son's
protein
drug habit or
boxes
something.
with the
That's a
little
joke. I
piece
don't
of
think that's
bread,
actually
the round
happening,
piece
but
of bread,
she
and a
doesn't
little
know.
packet of honey PB, and probably 7 grapes, maybe 3 apple slices. Probably a grand total of about, I would say, 200 to 300 calories. I'm 5'9", 123 pounds approximately. My ribs
a
are
flat foot.
starting to protrude from the side of my body. And I have been documenting this inability to eat. If Xavier brings food, they start coming at me, OTL, saying that I'm allowing Xavier to get food from some sort of deceptive practice that I have absolutely no knowledge or control over. And all in all, it's been a very daunting set of circumstances, to say the least. When I went to my physician last month, I've been checking in with my physician every 30 days for purposes of keeping the record straight, etc., and so forth. And when I went to him, I don't know if it was the last month or the month before, he looked at me and said, "Are you actually taking the medication that I prescribed to you?" As if there were some giant secret about ineffectiveness or like some big joke, you know, that I'm the odd man out of, you know, trying to understand what is going on here. And then bits and pieces
I'll let
of
her cook.
perceived truth. Do you hear how low my voice is right now? My voice doesn't sound like this compared to any of my other videos. And there's like this visible, you could touch it, something that moves and makes like a creaking. It's awful. It's awful. And today, I can't even get into it. I won't even get into it. But I was just...
As I go into it.
Completely blown away by the extreme lack of consideration and compassion for not only myself, but also Xavier. You know, I've told you guys what I've been through. Starting at age, 14, I had a lot of turmoil, no criminal record, no history of sexual promiscuity, no drug use. Even with those 3, which are like usually the main 3 measuring factors of whether a child or teenager is deemed to be in some sort of at-risk situation, etc., and so forth. Even in the absence of all of those factors, I still went through things that children in the inner city coming from dangerous areas have not experienced. And it's so unfathomable to me that these resources have been consistently used to take
I'll get
me
into it
from
more
stability
after she shuts up.
rather than offer stability to someone who needs it and doesn't have it. They keep taking me. I create stability. My family, my parents historically have created stability, routine, structure. And then this energy, this oppression, this external
But you had a manage your
oppression
boyfriend.
from engaging in any sort of free will just begins to run the show, you know? And I gotta tell you, the things that they're saying to me, they're quite disturbing. You know, they are quite disturbing. So I don't really know what to do. This will be the fourth computer, 2 Chromebooks and 2 MacBooks that I've purchased with the intention of completing my novel, using it for jobs or work, any other cleansing of devices, access of devices that are not being externally controlled, hacked, what have you. And I'm still here, not being permitted to even access the devices application on the computer. And I don't know. I'm going to find her. It's supposed to be right here. It's supposed to be right here on the desktop. If it's not in the desktop, it's supposed to be in the Finder or the Launchpad. It's not in the Launchpad. There's no access to the USB. When I first plugged in the device to the USB, I know. Yes, I'm still using USB instead of C. But when I first plugged in the USB, it immediately launched a download application for my devices. After it loaded, I went to downloads. It's nowhere to be found. It's not on the desktop. It's nowhere. It's literally nowhere.
Wait, it's just the USB she's looking for?
Typed USB, nothing. Went to my files,
unplug
nothing.
it, plug it back in.
Just nothing.
Restart the computer. I don't know. Maybe the USB port's
when I create this content, it's fucking annoying for me. So I know it's annoying for you. I know. It's not for anyone to watch and laugh or, get any sort of comfort. It's for me to be able to document on the record the day and the time of these types of occurrences for the purpose of moving forward and finding solutions to these issues. That's
you could do that on private live stream. You could just do that on your phone.
Using my
you don't need to be
remotely.
Publicly live.
A question I've been asking the authority and other educated individuals for the last 10 years. Still have no answers. So I don't know. I don't know what needs to happen.
I didn't know she was that useless.
But
that's fucking
I definitely
crazy.
Don't feel safe. I definitely don't feel comfortable. I definitely don't feel happy. I have a desire to live, as I've said so many other times, but this is just, this is not living, This is, I don't even know what to call it.
GoPro Solo, thank you for giving 10 memberships. Welcome, Gill Angels. You think he's in the trunk? He might be in the trunk.
I went to Target today
could be.
because I needed to get a wallet, $12 or something along those lines.
Just call it Target.
And
Target.
there was a person in the restroom next to mine. They have 3 restrooms, women, men, family. There was a person in the family restroom making loud noises as if they were engaging in some sort of sexual contact. So loud that me in the women's, so 3 doors over with big steel doors, the door locked and closed, I was disrupted from my ability to focus on what I was doing, so much so that I had to actually launch a video and make video narrative of me just speaking about anything so that those people could not nefariously claim that I was engaging in some sort of weird, creepy shit. I've been living my life this way for 10 years. They say, I don't remember who said it, but someone said, when you feel like you're in an environment where you're only safe if you have to begin recording, you are in the wrong environment, you need to leave. Well, what do you do when you're in the wrong environment, you need to leave? You're reaching up for assistance. You're verbalizing that you're not in the right environment and that you need to leave, but you can't leave. Invisible fence.
Oh, we're gonna shut up for a second? I think she's done so much bad stuff that she's just constantly paranoid. So that's why she thinks people are going to assume stuff about her. Because a normal person wouldn't have that thought. That's crazy. And Heather doesn't get framed. She didn't get framed for anything. Well, I don't know. Mostly doesn't get framed for anything. The things she does get framed for are irrelevant. It's like... I think it's just because she's
the only downloads I have are Tor browser for Mac OS, which I don't have Tor browser on my computer. Zoom.pkg, Heather G resume, and references.doc. .docx. Cannot even get the device to load.
That damn USB.
When I was working on my novel from my Chromebook, and I would be typing, they would be blatantly
in my computer, sharing my own screen with their mouse moving and erasing things and rearranging things and doing all of this. And I reported all of that, you know, and then they stole that MacBook.
Do you think Dylan did that?
Am I the only one with these problems? Does anyone else have these issues?
I think yesterday was the first night on the streets. I don't know if she did. Or maybe even the night before. It might have been the night before.
And I wish I had a direct line of communication with anyone who understood what I was talking about when I was saying these things, because these things, these things are nothing compared to what they're actually saying 98% of the time.
I didn't even catch that. She's trying to use the Tor. Why is she trying to use the Tor browser? Why is she trying to get on the deep web? She doesn't need a Tor browser. It was the URL guy. Maybe it's from one of the deep websites she went to. We don't need to go on there. Heather's the last person who needs to go on there.
None of this is deceptive. You wouldn't call this deceptive? What better word? Let's restart. Let's try to restart. Maybe after I restart, the download that I already downloaded will be available. Let's see.
You don't download stuff from
And
a
isn't it
USB
wild that they were just extracting from me several days ago? And when I say extracting, I mean using actual interrogation methods to force memories from my intellectual property into a circulation of awareness in a demographic that I can't even define or name.
Yeah, I think so. I think
And
she's
they were
living
just
like
doing
right now.
that. And they were referencing a bunch of things that I really don't know, you know, any in detail information about, but have just enough information for them to want to reference. And they can continue to come to me for all of their needs and force me with no option to say no, even if I do say no.
Oh, I don't know.
they
I've
just
never
keep
done
going.
DoorDash. I gotta pee.
But then when
I'm gonna
I
go
need
pee
something
and smoke a bowl. Hopefully
on my
she
own device with my own
yaps for a bit.
resources and my own energy, it's just, there's no way, you know?
I'll be back.
Makes no sense.
You kill little angels.
And then I don't want to sound like egotistical in thinking that this is just a personal attack against me because of the stalking and all of that. But is anyone else dealing with this? Is there anyone else out there that's being engaged with in this way? Am I the only one? When my son Weston was born, it was told to me directly from Xavier and his line that a world conducive to my ethical and moral belief systems would be built for me. And I went there, and it was gorgeous, and there was no anything bad. Everything was great. And then they said I was going on the fly. On the fly where? With who? With what budget? And then they said that the individuals that they deemed engaging in these behaviors that they wanted to keep separated from the individuals, and demographic of the population with no knowledge of these behaviors somehow ended up in my world, in my box. So I'm boxed in to only individuals who have been documented and confirmed to want to cause my overall well-being some sort of problems or harm or confusion or slanderous narratives or what have you. And the thing is, even if they are taking all of this out of circulation, when they begin to reconcile, which they will, they always do, it's just, why do I have to wait for that? Why can't they develop a way to have a reconciliation in real time so that I don't have to suffer consequences that aren't mine to own? And the same for anyone else. That would be like if you were walking down the street minding your own business and law enforcement pulled up to you and put you in the car and said, you're under arrest for, we'll call it
what should we call it? You're under arrest for a robbery. And you're like, I didn't rob anyone. What are you talking about? I was just at a public restaurant. There's video of me. Before that, you know, I was on a live for an hour. And before that, I was with friends for the last 5 hours. We were under video surveillance, or we were working on content, or there's a number of witnesses. And they're like, well, that might be true. But what we're going to do is treat you like it's not until we decide whether or not you did it. And then using my device's unique indication code, cybercrimes are being committed, but they say it's fine because they're surveillancing it so they know who does it when they do it. And then randomly, when there's no need for surveillance, they say that there is a need for surveillance because they've curated a bunch of unsafe situations around me that people may deem I'm responsible for when I'm actually entirely not. So just in case, but I can't know what's going on. I can only know that I'm surrounded, you know, by a bunch of individuals who are receiving some sort of financial incentive to be there, whether I like it or not.
Targeted individual talk. That's
There
targeted
was
individual
an
shit.
implication this
Some Ashley
morning
Gaffey shit.
that next to the police station,
Firstly, for the ketchup chips.
the police station, there were inappropriate sexual behaviors taking place in an elementary school.
What? Some more trigger warnings.
What the fuck? I don't exist in this demographic. I don't understand how I keep getting here, you know? How do we go from smoky Canada smog or wildfire smoke covering the entire city, no visibility, air quality terrible, everyone's in a mask, to beautiful, bright, sunny day, nothing going on at all.
It
Everything
dissipated.
looks fine.
They put out the fire.
To 5 minutes after that, so much traffic everywhere you can't even move. Every turn takes an extra amount of time. Every time you find an opportunity to pull over,
People
suddenly
left
appears a bus
the
stop sign.
house after the
Your
fucking air
husband
quality
is
warning was
missing.
gone.
Some strange man came and brought Xavier a burger and fries today, and I had to sit there and watch him eat, and he didn't even offer me a bite. Do you know that since the day I met Xavier, I have purchased our meals
Fucking awesome.
and split it directly down the middle, or bought him the same thing that I had?
It's a
Since
new
the day we
world.
met.
It's a new
And this
world,
will
honey.
be the second meal that I'm watching him. He's eating right now. He's eating McDonald's right now. And I still haven't eaten.
Where is he?
And Xavier's not that way. Ever.
He is now. He was eating the lamb chops.
He's just
I need to
standing
find the
there
lamb
with
chop
eyes
clip.
glossed over like a complete stranger, like he doesn't even know me. We've been together 4 years. With the son.
Fires
And they won't
I
let
don't
me
know if
leave
they're
here
out. I mean, like,
to
they're
go to the
gonna be
bank.
out.
So that I can get my own food.
And I go to use the restroom at Michael's and come back,
Or
and
these
Xavier's
strange
eating
women walking up
this
to my husband, offering him food. And
that
how do these women even know him?
someone
He doesn't
brought
even
to
have a
him.
phone. We're
And he's
together
like
every
hiding
day,
behind
all
this
day.
bush.
Literally.
I'm so glad
Can
that
you
I
explain that?
spend every single penny that I have every time I eat, he eats, and I buy him food. Fuck you, Xavier, for real. And I go to use the restroom at Michael's
Local
and come
Coco.
back.
Local Coco coming in clutch. Xavier never
Did you
does
get
this.
me something?
He does it all the time. He's always doing it. Fuck.
I just
where'd I
asked him
go?
if he got me something, and he literally just started shoving the food down his throat like he has never eaten before. I can't. And they won't let me leave. Never. Xavier didn't contribute a penny. I paid almost $23,000 for one single room.
Let me see if I can find the plate of chicken
Never left him out
where
if I
she
ate
was
heat.
hiding under a
Every single
blanket
time
eating
without
chicken,
exception.
not sharing with Xavier either.
I don't want a soda. I'm hungry.
Water.
No, thank you. I'm hungry.
You could have got McDonald's.
I don't have any money.
You want this?
What is it?
Double.
Sure. Thanks. Who gave you this?
Who made this? Yeah, McDonald's.
Did you spit on it?
No.
Why is it all wet?
I hate you, dude. If you're not gonna eat it, I hate you.
I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna put my skirt on and go out. If you don't eat it. So we're not far from there.
If you don't eat it, I hate you. And I'm gonna go put my skirt on and go out. Dude, maybe Xavier, maybe this is just to fuck with her. I've never heard him talk like that. I think he's just doing this to fuck with her. Whoa. Like it was always, I thought I was projecting that, like, because I wanted Xavier to do that, and deep down I thought he's just like cross-dressing. He's kind of, he wants to be a woman.
Recording live on Facebook while a person tried to break into my home with my children with me in my custody, standing in the living room, watching in horror as the living room door was attempted to be pried open, calling 911 for help, having it all uploaded to the one Heather GEE account on Instagram.
Right back into psychosis. Doesn't skip a beat.
And being blatantly told by the authority, that didn't happen. You're imagining things. You're hysterical. Meanwhile, there are actual videos of the people doing it.
And her face was
on the internet. Just right there, you could see it. You could just click on it and watch it. And we're now in 2026.
Like, you see me in pain because I need to go potty, and you're putting on a skirt. Like, what the fuck is going on? The real Xavier doesn't cross-dress. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I think there's a gay one, a straight one, a bisexual one, a heterosexual one, a married one, a single one, a doppelganger, 2 or 3, literally.
At X-Muffin
Good
super
choice,
chatted
Ashley.
$4.99. If you don't eat it, I hate you. If you don't eat it, I'm gonna put my dress and my skirt on and go out woman dancing medium light skin tone.
And he's just there.
Thank you, Eggs, for the 5. As if he said that. As if he fucking said that. That's crazy.
What it feels like, and they keep on saying, we put him out so he could be surveillance and see who's there. What does that mean? You just chose someone else's husband, son, daughter, some random individual, and decided, well, who cares about your goals, ambitions, schedule, needs, bills, family? We're going to have you stand on the side of the road, drinking cans of beer, while you observe what's going on in your immediate surroundings. And even if you want to leave from there, you can't. Sanctions. So it's a premeditated plan to trap people without housing in the street. Now, it's not homelessness as a widespread form of pandemic or social inequality issues that need to be addressed. Now it's actually a premeditated effort to trap people in these circumstances. And then once they decide that that's enough time for Xavier, but since I'm just a string on, Xavier gets to be
Nobody
fed
likes hard seltzer.
and
Everyone prefers that
taken
shit
care
flat.
of and gets
Fucking
good
me.
rest and sleep.
Who the fuck?
And I just have to watch.
Get the fuck out of here. Whoever woke up and said, you know, I think I'd like to feel bloated today. Feels like a great idea. Let's put some goss in my beverage.
At Super Chatted $1.96. I bet he did spit all over it. Tears of joy, 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 tears of joy.
Thank you, little Misty. Why are you not saying the names, Ashley?
And it's fucking fabulous.
What's up with
'cause
that?
when they come on the back end of things and communicate that they're going to take care of the situation or what have you. But then it's even better when
You got this goofball.
you find out
Let's
that
make
they
him
knew
kiss.
on the front
Kiss.
end
Kiss you too.
that this situation was going to happen, but they made the
They need a meet
conscious
cute.
decision to sit by and observe your suffering. And then, after they deemed that you had suffered enough for the time being, at that point they decided, well, okay, maybe we'll play good cop, bad cop and make it seem like we give a fuck. And then there's random guys coming up to us making the claim that I'm the queen. Me, Heather Gillespie, I'm the queen. That's my queen. What the fuck does that mean? We are in America, in Chicago. We don't have any king or queen. Only in chess. That's all. Chess, the board game. Kings and queens,
Only
I don't
in
even think they
chess.
exist in England anymore. And I'm saying, I don't want to be the queen. What does that even mean? Does that mean you're going to say I owe you money? You know? What the fuck? I don't have any extra. I have nothing right now. You know, I've got a little bit of money.
You're not the queen
to
of
pay my
Chicago.
ticket. I have my insurance coming up.
No one
in
is
3-4
calling you the queen of
days.
Chicago.
After that, I have my car payment. I have 4 children that I need to support, that I need to send food to and clothes. And, you know, I've been wearing the same, I want to say 8 to maybe like 12 pairs of black leggings for the last 16 months, literally. Maybe even 18 months. And I've been coming not only on live, but in other situations saying,
They
"But
are
can
all
you just
going
please
crazy
approve
though.
and-
I don't have a
Ooh,
phone to
pardon me.
talk to
Can
anyone
you
on
just
right
please
now.
approve in my
Everyone's
budget an opportunity for me to go buy
all the
a pair of
crazies are taking
pants?"
up my devices.
And they're like, yeah, for sure. We'll do that, right? And so then they
She's the
curate
Brooke.
an opportunity for
The
me to go to
ugliest chess
Nordstrom,
piece.
try on the pants, see that the pants fit fabulously, only to then say, well, she can't purchase those pants. Those pants cost $197.
More than my skateboard
But
trucks.
it's good to know that they fit and that Heather has the ability to wear pants if we so choose to allow her to.
If you
know,
want
something about my every nook and cranny being
At
right at
Super
eye
Chatted
level
$5.
of any
If anyone
individual
is a queen
sitting
tonight,
down
it's
while I'm
Xavier.
walking in and
Shut
out of
up, Heather.
establishments or
Thank you, Bumpy.
getting in and out of
Thank
my
you for the
vehicle or getting a car wash. Have you ever had to vacuum the floor of your vehicle
If you
or
have the
someone
ability
else's
to wear
vehicle,
pants.
or clean the
Yeah,
floor
you got
in
2
your
legs.
apartment, or pick up garbage from the lobby of your apartment building or the laundry room for that matter in a pair of leggings that are like a millimeter thin, and there's other people walking by, and you don't want everyone and their mother to be able to identify you by your genitalia should they need to. Right?
I've been here doing
But
air duster for 4 days.
why would that
2
be
days.
perceived as being an issue?
I never smoked air duster in
Why?
my whole entire life
Who doesn't want that?
before this.
I
At
have
Bechamel
been
Super
wearing a
Chatted
blazer every single
$25.
day,
Asterisk
not
God
because
bless
I
you,
think
Steve
it's a fashion
DELIVE.
move,
Dear God
but
time.
because
Thank you,
I
Chanel. Thank you
feel
so much for the 25. I really
just
appreciate you.
exposed at all times, like worse than a bathing suit, you know? I want
Those are
to
the
wear
leggings you chose,
beautiful
Heather.
clothing. Last night we were discussing, they gave me the free will of discussion from a business perspective. They call it a think tank. Okay.
Wow,
Like
a disco ball.
began
At
engaging with me with
X-Muffin
regards
Super
to
Chatted
questions about
$4.99.
if I had $1 billion
you can dance, you can jive.
in my bank account
Having the time
right
of your
now,
life.
what would I do?
See that
And I
girl,
said-
watch that scene.
or something along
Digging the
those lines.
dancing queen.
And I said
Musical notes.
I would.
Thank you,
Hold on,
thanks
I
for
need to
thank
grab
you for
a
the
wipe.
5. You guys are funny tonight.
Oh, yeah, and that's the best when they start saying that I dress like this to demand authority. Can you guys believe that shit? That I dress like this to demand authority.
Yeah, let's all be grateful
That I
we're
wear
not
the same thing every day because
this
I want to.
position in life.
I dress in the same
Outfit every
12
day.
pairs of black millimeter thin leggings every single day.
You're like Bart
To
Simpson.
demand authority? That's a new one for me. That's a level of understanding I hadn't previously engaged with.
Wonder if she'll do 5 private jets again.
Of course he
She
understands
kind of gave
that.
up on
That's
TikTok.
why he did it.
I don't know why.
And, you know, the saddest part of all is that it doesn't seem like he is the only one that understood it from the beginning. It seems like you all understood it from the beginning, and you just looked the other way for a while. Just long enough to make it my problem or someone else's problem, when it most certainly didn't start out to be our problem at all.
Oh god, we're gonna find the
But yeah,
USB stick
just
now?
so you guys know, if it were my MO to demand authority from anyone, I would be wearing a pantsuit, maybe with a cape on it, or a hood and a cape, and some long sleeves with a nice stiff collar, and
What?
a pair of shoes that had the heels still attached to the bottom. Just so that you know what it will look like if I'm ever demanding authority. And I've been attempting to work all day, and it's 11:38, and I'm just, you know,
What,
$55 of gas later.
Okay. Let's fucking turn up. Let's
And
turn
I'll
up,
have to
bro.
go
At Jared
park
_based
somewhere
super chatted
and
$2.
not have the vehicle on because I use it all day and wait
For the
for
dude
them
there.
to present a better
In the
solution
rain.
because I am not permitted
Holy
to
fuck.
create my own solutions anymore. But they had this think tank convo, right, where
She
they're
wants to wear a
asking,
cape,
like,
you guys.
what kind of businesses do you think
Fancy.
you could start or you could
I gotta
be
get that out of my
successful in? Or could you recommend? What would you do if you had $1 billion in your bank account? These are real questions that
billion?
I've been asked over the last, I would say, approximately 2 weeks
I
or so.
had $1 billion.
With the $1 billion question, I said I would
Buy a
invest in
pantsuit with a
cause,
cape on.
start a business, purchase a
Not
home,
a real
and
pantsuit.
find a way
That's
to
crazy.
secure and keep safe the rest of the money. With regards to, and then they said, what kind of business would you create? And I said, well, in order to know what will be a successful business in your demographic, from demographic to demographic, the first thing you need to do is establish an understanding of the most 5 to 10 common
Just so you know
problems,
what it'll look like.
concerns, desires, / needs. Perfect answer. It's so true. So can I get the $1 billion, though? If you think that I would be so amazing at spending the $1 billion and you agree with what I'm saying as being the best possible option for the way the $1 billion should be spent, can I get a deposit, please? And then the other questions, what other businesses from low level of business, people who
Yeah,
are,
some of
you
them
know,
is 200
have no
people must have
jobs
$1
and
billion
don't really have
dollars.
any business acumen or understanding. And I'm coming up with all of these ideas, as I've been this entire time. And then I'm recollecting all of the business discussions that I had on the phone from 2016 to 2019 that have materialized as successful businesses in my newsfeed since that time.
She wants to be compensated for made up crap that anyone
I'm
could have
glad
came
that
up with,
someone,
but you need
was able to
skills to execute.
use that information in a way that was productive. I've
plot box.
discussed power washing windows with a drone. The investment of a drone, you can get a drone that will fly to the level of near skyscraper height for approximately $40,000 today on the market, maybe a little less than that.
How are they gonna power wash a window? Wouldn't it
hire a drone
set
operator?
them flying back? It's power washing
You're
the window?
washing windows with a drone tomorrow. You
No, I don't
could
think you thought this
develop
through.
a
How do we get the
form
water
of
up there? How is it carrying the water?
autonomy with regards to digital footprint creation and maintenance.
How that's not
Subscription services,
possible.
Perhaps you could develop a form of tonal. Have you guys seen tonal?
I want to see her put a fucking
reference to
drone in the
tonal
sky with a
before
power
tonal was even
washer
a
on
thing I
it.
knew about, where I wanted myself and my husband
See
at
what
that
happens.
time's identity to be used in a personal training format, but the point was to scale, not in a predatory way.
I would hope not. You say no non-predatory environments only. So that'd be very hypocritical. Well, I guess Burger King's gonna let James stay overnight there because it's almost 1 in the morning and he's still yapping. That's unfortunate. Xavier's at McDonald's eating.
But in a way, more in a sense of, if I create a personal training business, I'm only one person. There's one of me, one Heather, right? What are the chances
Sometimes.
or likelihoods of success within that business structure if I can only see one client a day or a morning?
No, he's outside.
At a time. What if, rather than me personally being
Oh
the
yeah, they're
personal
behind the
trainer,
mountain.
I
My bad.
instead created an application-based software that is a mirror in my likeness that gave personal training to various demographics in their own home that they could engage with in an AI interactive format for the purpose of, where are you going? Are we leaving? They've been doing that to me all day. They put the audio so close to my eardrum that it literally rattles my nervous system. I jump like six or seven times
Don't
today.
stop in the middle of the road.
In various forms of bullying. But anyways, I created that idea, and then I saw tonal and other ideas similar. But that idea came from, and I published this in 2018 or 19, and it's still up on my blog, Merciful Storm. There was a concept that I had discussed from my childhood when I was 14 years old, or 15, and I was in Jamaica, and they were utilizing repetitive programming audio to create mindsets and desirable outcomes as they deemed desirable, not necessarily customized to your own personal satisfaction or desires. They're calling Xavier their dog, sending him to run errands and get food and do other things. I don't know who they are. I never see them. But he just goes around and starts gathering crap. And then when I wake up in the morning, it's all gone. But I never see who took it or what's been going on. And no one seems to give a fuck. That's my husband. That's the father of my child. I don't understand what's going on, you know? How do you get to be someone's dog? Human beings are not dogs. And I asked ChatGPT, like, is there some demographic that has some sort of hierarchy or some sort of implied social hierarchy where certain individuals are deemed the dogs of other individuals? ChatGPT said no, that a dog was historically and primarily a mammal covered in fur that walks on 4 legs, barks, sometimes named Toto or Fido.
Fido.
So.
Yeah, that's what I think
hope
it
that
is.
the content begins to make it to circulation, because this shit is crazy, you know? One thing about me, I can pretty much understand mostly not any, but I would say about 90% of reasonable expectation, even if I don't agree with it. Maybe even 95% of reasonable expectation, even if I don't agree with it. But there's no reasonable expectation being communicated. None at all whatsoever.
Listen.
I'm on a live.
Got me and my 200 Beezers.
So how
I
can
don't
you
know how many
expect a
of you
person
guys are here,
to
'cause
understand
this is my
or
stats
engage
now.
with any reasonable expectation for a desirable
Earth.
outcome, not only for the person, but for anyone else that's engaged in reasonable outcome or reasonable causal expectation, if no expectation is ever communicated? It makes no sense at all whatsoever. None. None at all. And you know, it would be one thing if this was like day one. This is like, I've been trapped in here for a decade on and off. I don't understand what in the fuck is going on. I don't understand. And there is no one, you know, saying this is what's actually, multiple people did say they were referring to this as the simi. The simulator, a simulation. Hey,
listen.
What exactly
Nobody
do
likes
you
hard
mean by that?
seltzer. Everyone
You know?
prefers that shit flat. Fuck
And
you
then
mean?
these outbursts, you know.
Who the fuck?
Screaming and yelling.
The brothers in my water. Get the fuck out of here. Whoever woke up and said, you know, I think I'd like to feel bloated today.
I said
Sounds like a great idea. Let's put some goss in my beverage.
At mommy _of _bitches super chatted 70 cents.
Thank you, mommy. Of bitches for the $1. I appreciate you.
Are we gonna turn here? Are we gonna turn here?
Follow me. Follow me.
Xavier doesn't behave this way.
No, he does.
I have podcasts with Xavier, hours and hours.
Clearly
long
does.
In conversation with Xavier, his voice doesn't sound like this. The tone, the cadence. He doesn't speak this way. He doesn't communicate this way. I don't understand it
Sounds like he's fucking done. Should we be worried?
at all.
Where is he leading her? She's just been driving around Chicago with those fucking hazards on for 3 days.
It seems like he has relationships here that I don't know about. And how would that be possible if we are together every day? How do you develop a relationship with any external third party, regardless of gender, sexual orientation, or
But law
the
enforcement, keep making
context
me
of
the bad guy
relationship?
in your story, or is law enforcement back on
If
my side now? Who knows
you
who's
don't
playing for who?
have
Can we get some
any time with
jerseys
that
in this
person
bitch?
or individual?
At Jared _based super chatted $2. X is queen.
You know,
Thank you, Jared. Thank you for the tip.
what would cause that? What would explain that? And then furthermore, what would prevent anyone from sharing with me an understanding of that behavior? I don't go out. I don't go to nightclubs. I'm grown. Xavier is 41 years old with a 2-year-old child. I am almost 40. What is going on? You know, why are we trapped here? Aren't there some 17-year-olds or 24-year-olds that would be more, you know, closely aligned with the demographic and mindset? I don't get it. I just don't understand.
Why is Xavier not in the car with you?
I keep telling him I would like to go to a safe space. Can we leave now? Please?
What are we even doing here?
What did you just say?
Can we please leave?
Take it easy, one more spray.
Leave where?
Leave here? This area where there are a lot of people outside and...
There's no one. There's fucking no one. Literally. Literally no one.
This is awful.
Okay, and I have foodie. Okay? I have foodie.
Foodie?
Let me know when you turn that fucking shit off.
What's Foodie code for? Is he watching Foodie Beauty? Is Hootie Beauty live right now? This would be such a crazy crossover. I got my foodie. He's like watching her on stream. I'm gonna sit here and eat my McDonald's with her. Yeah, Xavier's pissed.
They promised no more predatory environments.
Just leave him there. Well, we don't need Xavier. Just bitch about him all the time anyways. Let him be.
We can have dinner right now, I say. If you turn that shit off. Right in front of Gramophone Records.
Right in front of Gramophone Records. How romantic. He seems to be having an episode. I think he's like, yeah, just realizing. Heather's probably told him the whole time they've been together that she knows what she's doing. Yada yada yada. And look where it got them. Time and time again. Now they don't have a fucking apartment anymore. So he's probably done. He's motherfucking fuck this shit.
She has no way. They cut off her circulation a year ago.
Yeah, I'd be mad at her too. Especially if he actually trusted her. Oh, I mean, he shouldn't have. He should be smarter than that, but Xavier's not all there.
I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm tired.
Heather's a terrible leader. X just stalks them. We're gonna eat dinner inside of Gramophone Records. I don't know how much memory I have left on my phone either. Like, where's my other phone?
I worked hard for this. Let's have dinner.
And Xavier's doing this. Remember how I told you guys that I was noticing that intermittently when I sense this on the line thing, these markings and this movable piece of my, I don't even know what, that I start doing intermittently, not all the time, but I start doing this motion like this. Like licking my front teeth. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not all the time, and it's not a conscious
don't do that.
effort. It just happens. Xavier is having one of those things, but he's going like this with his, like,
He's
and I've
on
seen
drugs.
other influencers and celebrities doing both of those motions. Is that programming? Is that, what is that? You know? And then they also start saying on the line really nasty things, like just vulgar things and expectations that are not deemed normal for regular society. You know, like you don't go up to someone and tell them that, you know, if they want to sleep tonight, they have to engage in ... with a random this person or that person. Like, it just, this is not conducive to any society or reality that I have ever known to exist. Ever. So, and it's not an enjoyable place, you know? It's like, I've never experienced the city like this ever, and it's just awful. It's absolutely terrible. And I get scared, you know? It scares me a lot because it's like, if this is how it is now, what's it going to be like in 10 years? The boundaries have just been getting pushed back farther and farther and farther. And I try to tell them that, you know, I always try to tell them, think of your children, think of my children, think of me if I was your mother. Think of the things that you say to me and replace my name with your mother's name. Think of the things that you wish or desire upon these
My mom
women
wouldn't
or
do
these
any of
men
this shit.
and replace
So-
them with your own children's identities. Would you still be a supporter of that message? And they don't respond to me. They say mean things to me, and when I try to come at them like an adult, like an equal, they say I'm being snobbish or acting like my shit don't stink. I know my shit stinks. All shit stinks. It smells like poop.
I have a
So,
sound, but if you saying your shit doesn't
I don't in any
stink.
way believe that my shit don't stink. What I believe is situations are not being handled
Hold on.
appropriately. I feel very scared. If you listen to your intuition and your body in any surrounding or environment and you don't feel safe there, but you can't leave, what are you supposed to do? And you don't have an understanding, and you don't even have control over your own next five steps, you know? I don't know. Not for lack of trying, that's most definitely certain.
Is
And
it
not
this one?
because I'm not able or capable.
Hey, listen.
I would challenge
I
anyone
only
to
burn
put me
matches
into
when you
any
take a giant number
deemed
2
normal,
and it smells in our very
average,
small
to
environment.
slightly above average, to even
I do the
a
same
lot
thing.
above average
Go
environment
on.
or set of
But
circumstances.
my number 2s don't smell because I eat only clean foods and I drink 3 to 5 bottles of water each day.
An above average percentage of societal norms taking place. I don't need a play-by-play explanation or instruction on how to act or what to do. But in these demographics, I feel like I do. Like, I feel like I'm waiting on someone to give me a manual of expectation. Like, here you go. This is what we need from you. Because it's like, it's not perceived. It's not implied. It's not... And I feel like I've already said all of this so many times. If you can sense like an overall feeling of dissatisfaction or uncomfortability, but you don't have a direct, or you can have a direct line of communication, but all of your best, honest efforts at communicating effectively are being met with adversity or mean, nasty name calling or all this other stuff, how do you have an expectation of me if I'm asking what's the expectation and you're responding with be and then some vulgar sex demand? Like, what is that? Where am I? What is this place? And for the record, we're in Chicago. You know, I've lived here for a little under 20 years. I don't ever recall this kind of thing.
There
You know,
he
I
is.
just don't.
Do you see him?
Xavier, why
Do you
are
see
you
him back there?
refusing to get into the vehicle? And what is causing that? I don't understand, you know? I just don't understand. And it feels really
I would just leave him there.
And I miss my children, and I miss
He's
my
clearly
family
like
members,
fucking
and I miss
not
wearing
there right
pants
now.
or like a nice, you know, skirt or a dress, like feeling normal. And it just feels weird, you know, all the time. And I don't know, you know, I discussed this yesterday and they cut off my live, but I was saying I don't know how to even begin regular communication with a person without subconsciously immediately beginning to explain what's going on, like defensively. You know, I feel so uncomfortable with my circumstances and just confused by them that I don't even know how to have social skills anymore. Apart from, hi, how are you? Great, thank you, have a great day, right? Interacting like that.
Did he have the cart?
But while I was driving Uber,
It looked
I was
like he
able
was
to have
pushing
regular
something.
conversations. So I don't know what's going on. It feels like it's out of my hands, you know, most of the time. And
I was looking at chat,
It's not a good
and then I looked up, I saw.
overall. So,
Do you guys see the cart?
anyways, I'll check in with you guys later. I hope everyone had a
Yeah,
good
he's
night.
been screaming. Oh. Is that it? Dude, I'm kind of worried for her. What's that? What's gonna happen? You saw the cart? Hopefully she keeps that up. Let's just see. I'm gonna try something here. But also... Yeah, I'll pull it down. Okay, let's go back to this for a second. I'm gonna see if I can download that real quick.
They tell me the worst things you could ever imagine about Xavier. And he's with me every day. Every single day. It's just awful.
Yeah, she kept it up. Okay.
Well, and because if it doesn't make sense, like, scientifically,
At least for
that
now.
a person could change their height or their weight in just a few days, or, you know, other identifying pieces of information.
Got him.
Then if that doesn't make sense scientifically, which it doesn't, from what I know in my life, a person who's an adult
It's an
pretty much
hour.
stays the same height, you know.
That was an
Maybe
hour.
they shrink down like an inch when they get old. Maybe. But not really, you know.
Okay, so here's the plan. If you see her go live again, let me know, because I don't know if I even saw, I don't think I got a push notification, or I didn't hear it go off, but I'm also recording James. I just got the notification, like my phone buzzed for the reel, because it went over to a reel. Once James ends, then I'll end this stream, because we're past 1 a.m. But I don't know what that, I gotta wait for James to end his stupid stream to be able to sleep anyway, so we'll do that. I feel I have to pee again. I'm dying. I'm tired. Oh, it's not live anymore. Let me switch that. Oh. So that's the plan.
You know?
That's the plan.
I have eyes, obviously, if they're cyborging me.
All night flight. Think we could go all night. All night long, all night. Oh, we should probably be fast forwarding this part.
Even those women that like to check out guys with their girlfriends, like, ooh, look at that guy. That is so off-putting to me.
But they're making her look at other people because the camera eyes. I'm not hungry. I ate macaroni and cheese. A whole thing of macaroni and cheese with hot dog in it, and then extra cheese on top. It was good. So right before I came live, which is only 3 hours ago, so that's not bad.
I'm traumatized. I don't know why it's so off-putting to me. I just feel like it's like, I don't know, you know? Or a girl, just anyone. I don't know. I know they do that. Do you guys remember that website? I think it was from the 90s, or maybe it was from the 2000s. I think it was called Hot or Not. And you had to like go through photos and say whether or not the person was hot. That is so rude, you know?
Was this not wasn't this in the Social Network? Wasn't that Facebook? And then they made it into Facebook? I could be wrong. I've never seen the Social Network. I saw commercials for it. I should have cut these parts. The hobos of had on my devices.
Is this real?
This is really, guys. This is real.
I don't do drugs. Come on.
Xavier's probably drunk. Like in right now times. I was thinking about that. That's a bus. What was that, Heather?
I've literally been doing this since 10 a.m. yesterday.
Following Xavier around the city? Maybe you should stop doing that. Maybe he doesn't want you to follow him. It doesn't sound like it from what we just saw live. No wonder Dylan needed a restraining order. What? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just tired. Well, Xavier got drunk when they lost the twins. Lost them. Xavier got drunk. And that's where that one short comes from, where he's doing some weird shit. I was like, she's doing the southern accent. And they said that they were gonna make a corno.
That's why I have to say non-predatory environments only, all the time.
So you don't yell at Xavier? Like you just did? Does that help? Does it help at all?
I don't know.
I thought she was gonna talk.
Thank you. Thank you. Probably. I don't think there's anything that doesn't these days.
See, like, someone I saw in my comments, someone asked, are you sure she's just not replying to the comments? It doesn't make any sense. The comments don't match what she's replying to, so I think she's just talking to voices in her head, in my opinion. Same with James. James doesn't get any comments, and then, well, sometimes he'll fight with people, but most of the time he's just talking to himself in his head. Yeah, the day I thought she was gonna get evicted, I was listening to the scanners, and I heard some crazy shit, but not Heather getting evicted. But that was in like April. I mean, maybe? Xavier does dress in a dress. And he said some crazy stuff tonight. I've never heard him talk like that. Eat this or you don't love me. I'm gonna go out and wear a skirt. And she was like, why can you hear police scanners? I don't know. So you could be like Spider-Man? It's the future mode.
And then they've been doing. So, I think I told you guys. You know that? Well, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but they have this really large screen in the center of downtown.
What's crazy? Just the scanners, or are you hearing something about Heather and Xavier on the scanner?
In the loop, just over the river, in like the government area.
Yeah, there's a website. I can't remember the exact. It's split into all these different jurisdictions. I think that's the right word. Areas of Chicago. I don't know where they are right now. But if you just Google like Chicago police scanners, you'll see a few websites that'll pop up.
And they put a big news bulletin that there was an odor alert. And then they started making, oh, excuse me.
Why aren't they secure? Maybe they don't need to be secure. Maybe it's to create the illusion. Like maybe there is a secure line, but most things they don't need to do. Because like, I don't know. They're just that powerful. But maybe there is a secure line, but we're not supposed to know about that one. And that's why they have this one public. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is a theory.
They started making...
That's one. Broadcastify.
Horrendous odors that you could ever imagine. Awful ones.
Yeah, there is a lot of crime.
Okay, come on.
Running rampant.
We're almost there. Okay, let's just get almost there. Let's just get a little closer.
Yeah, run black car. Is it Heather Gillespie? Was it outside? I can't remember the record shop name. Giffen Records or some shit.
That is a chemical smell. It's the worst smell you could imagine. It's like, they say it's supposed to be like a pot smell, but it's not. I think I told you guys this already. It's like the worst smell pot if it was a chemical. And when I smell it, it starts burning my nose holes and my throat and my ears.
The nose holes.
It's awful. So. Are they ever going to help? Are they ever going to stop them?
The nose holes. Yeah, I don't know. I call them nostrils. My nostrils. The USB? I wonder if she ever got into her USB stick. Name's there. Yeah, dude, she doesn't know what's going on in the world. Where did she hear about the fire? I think she says she heard about the fire from some guy on the street.
Then I start having this weird thing where, like, I start going like this.
Yeah, you were just talking about this on the other one.
A lot. You know? And I've seen a couple of other influencers doing the same thing. And so I always wonder, is that part of like some sort of cyborg technology or...
Cyborg technology.
Come on. Exquisite white pantsuit, but then it kind of like morphed into like a regular pair of jeans and a white shirt.
she's fucking visually hallucinating now. Not just audibly. That's bad. Like, she's gonna hit something in the car. I guess she's driving slow, but... But not at all right now.
No. What?
Oldest of the Gillespie. Sir. Well, I think because the guy was wearing a mask, and so she asked him, "Why are you wearing a mask? Is it the wildfires?" But did she say where she heard about them from, or did she hear about them from that guy? Oh God, Heather, come on now.
They thought that we can't get another storage because they've been locking people in the storages and that they won't know where we are.
Well, it's a good thing she's got her hazards on then.
Over here. I know, right?
James is walking into the night. I was scared of that. I thought maybe he was on Wi-Fi at Burger King, but no.
Hold
on. What is that?
Oh my God, so annoying.
So annoying stalking my husband. Oh my goodness.
Do you guys know who I asked to be a part of this conversation? Literally no one. No one. Please.
Looks like you guys said the evening for tomorrow as well. We're gonna end that poll.
You said make a left, then a right. Come on. What? Just go this way. I already turned.
Did we get to see him? Good night, Minnie.
Come on.
It's just like...
Xavier hasn't even been nice to me in like a long time.
I wonder why.
Come on. Yeah. Okay.
Just lugging herself around, man. Oh, is he dead? Is he frozen? Uh-oh. That break him? No, I think you walked too far away from the Wi-Fi. Alright, let's just hope. End that recording. My phone is probably full. Live ended. Fuck yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. I need to edit out all of this silence for tomorrow. So it's not, we got like halfway through this one. So that's what I'll do. Hour 54, 420, 420. See, that's a sign too. Do you guys see the 420 down there? So I can come back and see where to cut it from. And then we can get through it a lot faster. I was trying to go in chronological order before, and my editor just wouldn't take it. But if I cut half of this out, I can just, if I put it in tonight and just leave it overnight, I'll be able to work with it tomorrow morning. And you guys said you want an evening stream anyways, so we'll do it at 9:30 again. And we'll finish up. Well, can we? I think we can finish it up. That might be high hopes. I don't know if she's gonna go live again, but this is to get a gist of what happened. She just keeps following Xavier all around. There's some funny times, like right before they got evicted too. Like there's the macaroni and cheese, her card getting declined for $4 shit. Like there's some good shit from this week. So we still need to get through that. And it'll be happening, but I'm like really tired. I streamed too much today. I did like 2 streams of James. James streamed for like all day, literally all day. I'm not exaggerating. So I'm sorry, you guys. And that's 4 hours anyways. I think that's all right. The next stream we'll do for like 6 hours, and James can fuck off. I gotta move stuff over to the hard drive. I really appreciate you guys though. So if you guys are around tomorrow, stop by. We'll finish this off. If not, then I will see you the next time I see ya. We'll see how things go. I might snipe James during the day. Maybe. Maybe. Once I get sleep. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Toodles for now.